honestly. I don't know.
Mate, I do the editing. You're supposed to be chasing up people to talk to.
I haven't got anyone, man.
There'd have to be someone.
No, I know we've just been busy. We've done loadout and everything like
We've
that.
done loadout this morning. I know work's been busy, but we've all got our.
We've got no one.
Got no one.
No.
What are you going to do? We
really need someone just to turn up.
Yeah, someone just turn up and be bloody great today. Is that next door?
No. Come in.
You didn't lock the door again.
No, don't.
One job you didn't.
Hey!
This is the right place.
Oh, it is, mate. Hello, mate.
Hey.
Welcome. Oh, mate, better now that you're in. We had no one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had no one, mate. You met Brandon,
I
obviously.
have met Brandon at meet stuff.
Come on in, mate. Take a seat. Get the headphones on, and
Yeah.
Brandon, you ready for him?
We're back on. No.
I'm not. I just gambled that he might be here. Parked up the truck and
Beautiful.
took a gamble.
Excellent, mate. We needed you. We
Oh,
needed
really?
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Oh, better now that you've arrived.
Sensational.
How's the weather?
Better than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Must be at 10 degrees cooler here than Brisbane. I can tell you that.
That's where you've just been up north.
Yeah. So I just had 24-hour break up in Brisbane.
On your way home.
Caught up with my cousin and auntie, and haven't seen my cousin for about 20 years. So it was awesome.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, we're back on the air. Welcome to another episode of the Meat Game Podcast with Brando, Fieldy, and Hamish.
Did you meet Hamish?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Hamish.
We got the truck and butcher, Brando.
The Truck and Butcher.
Good.
Placed second. We've watched him at 2 meat stocks this year. Placed second in Sydney. And I'd like to welcome to the show Wade Thompson.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Oh, it's great to be here. Yeah.
So, Fieldy, what happened this morning? We were doing loadout.
Yeah. So we started loadout, 7 o'clock? And I
7 o'clock.
I was
15 minutes late because it was cold this morning.
It was freezing.
I wasn't real keen on getting out of bed, so I was a little bit late.
But we done loadout. So I looked at my phone, like always putting my orders in before we start loading. So
Yep.
5:45, I see a message. I've gone, oh, hang on, how good's this? And he goes, what are you up to? I'm in Hexham. I have to stay here for 7 hours. And I thought, right, we've got two options. We do a live with you at the depot. I'll go and get you from Hexham, take you to the depot. We do a live there.
And I said to Mark, we might as well do a potty because I said, like, Wade's from down in Victoria. Like,
He was always going to come
It's
on.
a bit cramped in the truck for 3 people.
it's
The bunk's not that big.
I said, what's the opportunity to getting him in the office is when's this going to happen again? So we thought we'll try and we'll get him on here and
He was always coming on.
have a yarn. Yeah.
No matter what, we're getting him on. So
Yeah, we talked about this, when I started trucking, if I'm going past, sing out.
So anyone that doesn't know you, a lot of our listeners would know Wade, and he was previously with Meat Talk. He sold the shop. He just wanted something different, nothing against the industry or anything. He just wanted to try something different. And he's driving semis now.
and that was a born dry guy, wasn't it?
He's on the born dries.
Because he's got to drive.
He's got to drive, yeah. But he was he's passing through from Brisbane and gave us a call this morning. And it's been awesome. So
Yeah, I rolled in about, I think it was 4:30. By the time I filled up my tanks, it was 5, and I think I had 2.5 hours sleep, and Brando, Fieldy rang me, what are you up to, mate?
I said, are you awake?
he said, I am now.
He sent me a message. He goes, I am now. I said, right, how you're on? I said, how would you like to come and do a podcast? He goes, yep, that's no problem at all. Let's do it.
I just wanted to catch up, have a chat. Like obviously the meat game has been a big part of my life, and I've moved on to trucking, but I still want to stay connected.
Yep.
So what better way than set up the Truck and Butcher page on Instagram and Facebook, and
No, it's awesome, and it's been fun following you around. Like after you finish with your shop and watching you, in the truck and where you're going and what you're doing, because it's so different to what you were doing. Like
it's a huge difference, massive difference. And when I first started, I was doing a lot of local.
Yep.
And I had a busy schedule, and I thought this is not going to work. Until I started getting out on the road, doing interstate.
Yep.
And I have time. It's a different pace to working in a butcher shop.
Yeah.
Everything you do in a butcher shop, you got to make it to sell it. Whereas I'm just providing a pick-up, drop-off service. So sometimes there's a few hours. The other day I had an 8:30 finish, one job, and didn't load till 5 o'clock that afternoon. So I had to fill in the day somehow. So
Goes around travelling, talks to butchers.
So if I'm in the area of someone I know or even someone I don't know, I'll pop in and have a look at their shop.
Appreciate
check
it,
them
mate.
out.
Appreciate it. And that there's a couple of reels of Wade getting around from meat stock. Placed second in meat stock, which he did extremely well because the the calibre that was at Meat Stock Sydney was quite high. It was a very, very tight competition and placed second in it. And I did a couple of reels of him boning the lamb out like a beef body, which I thought was awesome. I said to him in Bendigo, that reel, it's
crazy.
I appreciate it because you can't watch yourself.
It's had 1,500 and something views, and it's still going up. It's still getting comments, and you still get it's got a lot of comments, and you still get the odd one that goes, "That's not how you bone a lamb out."
Yeah, okay, mate.
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Oh, he's so slow. It's just like it's not how you bone a lamb out. Meat stock, we know that, guys. Anyone out there, we know that's not how you bone a lamb out. Meat stock is it's half butchering and it's half entertainment for the punters too, and that was entertaining. I found.
I think it's more entertainment. Than
It's
butchering.
more entertainment than butchering, and a lot of the displays, like you wouldn't do that in a shop, but it's all about entertainment for the punters that are there. So
If there was an extra trophy for the podcast winner, the podcast favourite, he wins.
Yeah, creativity.
And that's nothing against anyone else.
No,
He wins. We loved it.
Creativity is probably the biggest part of that whole competition. But you still get these people that sit on the fence. They'd be sitting on the couch at home, negative on life, and they've just got to put a shit comment in. You're like, oh, we know that. Have you ever even been to a meat stock?
Yeah, exactly right.
But,
Go there, watch
come
it
on,
and enjoy
come
it.
on, show us what you can do. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, get on there and show us how it's
yeah.
done. Where's your video?
You got half an hour on stage and the under lights.
Yeah.
500, 600 people.
Oh, I can,
watch, yeah.
and then you get people. I can bone quicker. You probably,
I can too. But
Yeah, exactly.
I worked in a boning room. Like,
it's not about pace; it's about creativity. So I just wanted to get that one out there.
But how good
that
was the display?
that was a reel that I posted a couple of months ago, and it's still getting hits. It's still
and
people.
anyone that's thinking about doing meat stock, do it.
Yeah.
Just go in with a plan. Have a plan and stick to it.
Yep.
Just do you.
Yep.
Don't try and copy everyone else. Do what you feel's real to you in butchering and stick with it.
Well, you did something very unique on that. Like I said, the competition that meat stock was. I wouldn't have wanted to be judged. I'm glad Lawsy was judging it. I wouldn't have wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think that the fact that you were so unique is what caught his eye.
Yeah,
You weren't
absolutely.
doing that same sort of thing. It was something very, very different, which like I said to you in Bendigo, I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. And I saw the rail when I saw your display and I thought, what's that rail for?
It caused a bit of a stir, that rail.
Yeah.
I loved it.
What's that rail?
I think it's actually. I think what you done has actually changed meat stock judging a little bit. For
Yeah,
the
I
next,
think
for the next 3 goes.
And I hope it opens up a whole avenue of butchering. Like,
But what I think it's going to do, it's going to bring a bit more traditional back into it. And
It did. It caught the eye of Brett Laws. I found that it really did catch his eye. And he said to me, I said to him in Bendigo, come to Sydney and do the same thing. And he said I really enjoyed it. So
and we loved it. Like I said, the people's winner.
and I think Lawsy liked the uniqueness of it. Like it wasn't the same sort of stuff that
Back
they
to the old.
It was old school butchering.
Skill.
Yeah.
Just showcasing skill.
And everything I did was up there on stage. There was nothing.
And what made it so
Exactly.
What I laugh about in the comment section, what made it so unique is that is not how you bone a lamb out.
No.
That was the whole point of it.
We know that.
We know that, but to get people on there correct, it's
But-
like that was the whole point of it. That's not how you bone a lamb. That's how you bone a beef body out.
If you're a butcher and you do breakdown, you know exactly that lamb is exactly the meat structure as beef.
It was highlighting,
And it was just a miniature version of breakdown.
and it was highlighting to the punters watching it that you can like structurally, the skeleton is the same as a beef body, very very similar. Like
Absolutely.
So
And
good.
Pork is the same.
pork's the same.
Goat,
Yep.
deer, whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the podcast. That's why you came all this distance.
Let's get into it.
Anyway, mate, where did it all start?
For me, Mount Gambier.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a South Australian born and bred boy. Yeah. My mother's side of the family, they're all butchers from my great grandfather. But I was telling Fieldy on the way that my grandmother, she was the oldest of 10.
Yep.
Worked in the butcher shop, and when my
Oldest
mum,
of 10.
I was of 10 kids. Wow. Kangaroo, not much to do back then.
There was no TV.
No reception.
No.
No TV reception.
She would have had a bit on. Like,
Yeah. So, old Charlie was my great grandfather, and he had 10 kids, and my grandmother was the oldest.
Yeah.
And so she started working in the butcher shop. Unfortunately, died when she was 25. My mum was 2 or 3 years old, and then Grandpa married a German lady.
Yep.
She was a bitch. I was never exposed to butcher shops, and out of the blue, when I was 13, I said to Mum, I want to be a butcher, and she nearly fell over. Well, so then it was try and find a job. So I went and checked out a few butcher shops, and there was one particular one that I wanted to work at because they did everything. So I went in there, little fat school kid, and asked for a job. And Robbie, the old man, said, "Look, come back in a couple of weeks. We've got nothing. So come back in a couple of weeks. Any jobs? Nah, come back in another couple of weeks." So I just kept going until they got sick of me, basically.
Yeah.
And like a lot of guys, I started off working after school and Saturday mornings, and just loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Yeah, and got to the point where my boss would ring me and say, "We're busy, Wade. Can you take a day off school and come and help us?" So,
That's how it happens. Eh?
I was guilty of that a few times. I was a bit short in the loadout, and Brando
few-
got a call up.
Hang on.
I used to sneak out at night. So I lived about 5 k's from the. It wouldn't even be that. It'd be 2 or 3 k's from the abattoirs, and I had a pretty good mountain bike. And I'd just sneak out my window, and I'd go down and work loadout, and they'd pay me cash back then and Mum did all the. She was doing like a lot of admin stuff, so nothing could go through. That we had to do it right. she'll spew when she listens to this. So I'd sneak out, I'd work loadout, and he'd pay me cash. But that's
Yep.
Yeah, but didn't she go see your room or something? And
she found her cash.
She's found.
I used to work. I used to work every Sunday, and I'd love it because Sundays no one would turn up.
Yeah.
So you get double time, you get cash, and it was just no one would turn up. But you could be there for like 12 hours. So I just cleaned up. I had a heap of cash.
Hey, why does your room smell like me?
Yeah. No, I used to love it when they were short and you get the call up. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Maybe I should have concentrated more on school and not trying to make money at the age of 15. But anyway,
no, you shouldn't have.
nah, it's
It's worked out all right.
it's worked out all right. So.
Not everyone has to go to uni.
Dodging school, going to work.
Yeah, dodging school, going to work, and then obviously got to 15, middle of the year. Straight away on my birthday, said to Jim, he was the owner, said, "Jim, would you give me an apprenticeship?" And he said, "Yeah, but you've got to finish the school year." So I had 6 months of bedlam at school, run amok, and finished the year at school, and then started my apprenticeship. And it was the 28th of January 1994. Remember the date?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah. And then years later, I found out, not so many years ago, that it was my mum that put my boss up to say that I'd finished a year of school.
Oh, really? She got you.
Sucked in, mum, for all those phone calls.
Yeah, right.
And the bad report card.
Oh, well, yeah, but she wins.
It's on her.
Yeah, but she got what she wanted, so that's good.
But it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I should have left and got straight into it. But in hindsight, it was only 6 months of my life. And so I started work and I just loved it. I loved the butchering game. And I'd get there early. I wanted to set up the shop before anyone else got there, get the cutting boards out, set up the tubs, and just took pride in that.
Just get in, get it done early.
Get in there, set up, and then, just loved it.
And them blokes would have wanted to teach you something else to do. So if you're showing that much, want, they'd be wanting to get next to you and show you more.
Yeah. Like the other guys wanted to show me stuff. They were trying to give me knives to trim, and the boss would be, "Hey, hang on a minute, you still got to do that crumbing over there." So that was the incentive for me: get in, get that crumbing done, and then there was other jobs, opportunities to learn and grow in the game. Yeah. So.
Did you like being around? Like, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. I liked being around adults as well when I was a kid. Like when I was 15, I loved being around the men and working with the men and talk and all the carry on and that goes on. I really enjoyed being around older men.
Yeah, absolutely.
You sort of grow up a lot.
They used to hang it on us as young teenagers, but it was fun.
And they do. They give you a hard time. Like they used to.
You love it.
Yeah.
Because you just love the fact that they're talking to you.
Yeah, exactly.
What they're saying, it's the fact that they
and they're putting shit on you because they like you.
Yeah, that's right. If they're not talking to you, that's when you got to worry.
Shit on you, they like it.
Look at Steve Cartwright.
Yeah.
Steve Cartwright, he won't talk to you for the first until he works out that he likes you.
Yep.
He won't
talk to them.
All of a sudden he's
you get a new starter. It sort of takes 6 months, and they get past the Steve category. They go, "I don't think Steve likes me." I said, "No, it's just you knew, and that's just how he rolls."
Yeah.
I said, "He'll come to you.
He'll warm up."
Yeah.
Next minute, he'll say good morning to him. They go, "Steve said good morning to me." Like, that's a tick. That's a tick. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Margaret Street Meats was where I worked. So that was my apprenticeship, 4 years. Very old school and learnt heaps.
Yeah.
Learnt heaps. And the guys out the back, we used to wear blue coats.
Yep.
And if you're working in the shop, you wore white coats.
Oh, really?
That was the separation.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
And the worst part about the white coats, they used to bring out all their dirty dishes, the bastards.
Yeah.
That's
That's how I started out. That's how I started out, guys. Washing dishes in a butcher shop.
Yeah. And then you just got in, got it done. And
Yep.
Yep.
But the washing dishes, at least you don't have to talk to the customers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we used to finish earlier than them guys. So
Oh, really? Yeah.
yeah, because
That's
we
a
did
win.
all the wholesale and all the beef breaking and sausage making out the back, and
Yep,
we
that
used
makes
to
it
make
fair.
hams and bacon, and so yeah, we used to start earlier than them and finish earlier. Yeah. Sometimes if they were busy in the shop, then as I got 18 months in, then they'd ask me to stay back and go and put a white coat on, wait and work out the front. So.
But that's a promotion.
And it was. You sort of had this pride of putting on this white coat, and it's like, I've made it. Look.
I was the same. When I went out and served a customer, I come home. I said, Mum, I was serving today.
And the knife pouch. You remember the old round knife pouch?
Yeah.
And you're like ding, 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 ding as you're walking along. And so it was cool.
No.
And it was a very different shop in the fact that we didn't serve over the counter.
Yep.
We served around from the front. So the
Right.
front of the display was open. So
Yep.
you'd go out and talk with your customer side by side and pick out the steaks and chops, whatever. And
that's cool.
it was
cool, yeah.
it was different. Yeah, Jim was a very good businessman. Not the best butcher.
Yep.
Sometimes the best
But
shops
he
are
had
run by
a
not the
business
best butchers.
brain. He had a business brain.
Yeah.
And Robbie was the old guy and he was the good butcher.
Yep.
And he ran the shop.
Yep.
And worked next to him when I went out to the shop.
Yep.
And he drew a line on the board. That's my side. That's yours. Don't fucking cross it.
I had that a few times. So I had that. Yeah.
Do they all have their spots? Where
they do.
Yeah.
And then, hey, that's my still. Don't you touch that.
Yeah, yep. I used to put it when I got right into it real early. I was in a big shop and good shop.
Yeah.
And we were breaking beef. I was out the back on the rail breaking beef, and I put a fork like a blade.
Yep.
On the wrong person's spot.
Yeah.
I got lifted.
But even in a boner room, my boys used to. I had 4 or 5 boning spots, and there was no set. No one had to be at the same block every day.
Yep.
They all went to the same block every day, and they all had their little spots. And just it's a funny like that. Yeah.
And if someone even wanted to be in that other spot,
You don't.
you don't go there.
You just don't go there. Yeah, it's just,
Unwritten
it was.
rules.
It was we had rules, but they had their little rules down there, and that's funny. They all went to the same boner would go to the same slicer would go to the same spot. You know?
And were they on a rail system?
Rail system, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at Melrena they'd table bone.
Yeah, right.
So they'd come out on a rail, but they'd drop it on or they could bone it off the rail if they wanted, or they could drop it on the table. But a lot of them would drop it on the table. So, but even the slicers, like they'd sort of marry up with a slicer, and you'd find the same slicer with the same boner.
Yep.
And that worked because they were in sync. You know, like it's it was good.
Yeah,
and if it's his boner or his slicer, he'd be looking after him.
But I remember Morg said too. He said he went. He's been in a couple of shops, and you don't go on that block. That's old mate's block. You know? Yeah.
I know. I worked in Adelaide, and the car park was another thing. Don't park in my spot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
And in the lunchroom, don't sit in my chair.
Yeah.
I've worked here for 20 years. That's my chair.
Oh, the same as the lunchrooms with the bar room. You'd get your little cliques that all sit in the same areas, and then your smokers would be at the front just punching as many darts as they could. They didn't eat in, and then they'd just be punching as many darts as they could.
But they probably still stood in the same spot.
Yeah. But there was everyone. Even when they'd smoke up, everything was set. There was an agenda, but there wasn't. You know.
Yeah. The unspoken rules.
Unspoken rules.
Yeah. And talking about boning rooms, after I finished my apprenticeship, I went into mutton boning.
Yep.
And I can remember, obviously I started 28th 94, so 28th 98.
Yep.
I had to give notice to the boss, and I was petrified. I was freaking petrified.
Yeah.
Jim, he was a good guy, but he ruled the roost.
Yep.
So it took me a week to pluck up the courage.
To give notice.
I said, "Hey Jim, I'd just like to give notice," and he said, "Oh fuck me, I taught you all this, and now you want to leave. And what are you going to do?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to go and work in the boning room." What the fuck would you want to do that for?
Yeah.
And but I did feel like that the first couple of days because it was tally system.
Tally system. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's an old school.
Talk to us about that. How'd that work? Go.
So the first couple of days there, I was thinking, what have I done? And it was through a guy that I worked with in the butcher shop, Chris Gill. He went and got me the job. So it was hard work. It was very hard work. And I was only, 18, 19, moved into that game, and it was very different.
Yep.
And it took me a while to find the groove. But Chris came up to me after the first day, and he said, "Wade, I got you this job, mate. So you got to hook in." So I did, and within a week I was hitting my tallies. So, but my hands were cramping. I had deep heat.
So, guys, the difference, tally system's an old school thing.
I
Most
wouldn't do it anymore.
pretty much all of them now that I know of, I could be wrong. I'm happy to be corrected. They're paid by the hour. And the boners actually don't like it. They love the old school tally system because you'll always get boners with different abilities.
Yep.
One bloke will bone out 50 hooks, the other bloke will bone out 30. With the tally system, you get paid for what you bone. So you and your slicer, and they'd be more of a team than what they are now. If they can punch through the numbers, he could take home a lot more than the bloke that's only done 30, and that's the way they look at it. Whereas now, if you're getting paid by the hour, and I've had this, you've had boners that are just guns, like they don't even look like they're going fast. You've heard me say this before.
The boner would help the slicer, more, if that was the case.
Well, they're like a team. Your good slicer goes with your good boner, and they can punch through so many more hooks than the other boys, and that's where you get dramas when it's paid by the hour. And we sorted them out in other ways, but it was that tally system. It was a good system, and there was no bitterness. Like a good boner that can just smash the hooks. If he took home more money, old mate that could only do 30 hooks would be going, oh well, he's quicker than me.
Yeah, exactly right.
It was a good system, and it encouraged them. The harder you go, you can make as much money as you want. The harder you go, the more money you make. So everyone was happy. The boss was happy.
And we had a minimum tally that you had to hit.
Yes, yep.
Anything after that was 1.5.
That's right, yeah.
1.5 tally. And if you got a fat mutton, you got 1.5 for that too.
That's right, yeah.
But we were talking about rail system, and I think there was 6-7 stations, and so when you start, you're down the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the chute gets pushed past all the good bonus, and you're dealing with it.
And that was on a table boning system. Like if you're on a rail or a moving, like a moving chain, I don't know how that would work, but when they're on we used to count hooks. It's like you'd count how many hooks they've done, and that's
we used to have a tub with keep your hooks.
Yeah, they'd count their hooks.
Well, it took me a couple of weeks to realise that it was actually a loop, so I could keep pushing those mutton around.
Oh, really?
But no one told me that the first couple of weeks.
So you just had the shit ones.
Yeah. I got all the fat and daggy ones. But anyway, seriously, for my skills, it was awesome. Yeah. And it was a dodgy place. We spent more time on strike than at work. And, and I wasn't there that long. So January, and by, I think, maybe April, I walked out just because it got so bad, picketing and all that stuff, and moved on. Yeah, so
where were you then? Still in South?
That was
Australia?
in Mount Gambier. Yeah, so Mount Gambier, Mount Shank was the meatworks back then.
Yep.
I don't think it still operates, or it might seasonally. And so then I moved to Adelaide. Yeah, Peter Connell was my uncle.
Oh, you were joking.
No, he's my uncle. Yeah,
I know Peter Connell.
Yeah, we worked with Peter Connell.
I sold him. So when he had PC meats,
Yeah.
I used to sell him meat when I was in Swan Hill.
Yeah, I was only talking to him the other day.
Yeah, right.
He's retired and lives.
Oh, yeah, he's retired now.
How's he
in the
going?
caravan with his little dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a ripper of a bloke. Obviously he's the 9th out of 10. So my grandma was the oldest, and he's
That's a small world. And I sold him meat over 20 years ago when he was PC meats.
he had PC for quite a while.
He's a great customer.
He was Colin McKenna from Midfield.
Cole McKenna, yep.
So him and
I've heard you talk about him before.
and Uncle Pete were
Cole McKenna,
in
yeah.
business together originally, and there was another guy, and I think that closed up, or one of the guys took it over.
Yep.
Didn't go so well, and then Uncle Pete went back in and changed it to PCs. Yeah.
Yep.
And
I only ever struck him as PC, but and I was a pup back then.
So his history, Uncle Pete, he would be a good guy if you get on here.
Yeah, we should do.
He had a butcher shop in Kangaroo Island. That's where he grew up, and
He did too. Yeah, he did.
He had a ripper of a shop, and then some people over there talked him into opening up a meatworks. So they had a slaughterhouse, and they went bigger.
Yeah.
And he lost everything pretty much.
Yeah.
And then moved to the mainland and had a good shop in Victor Harbour.
Yeah.
And then got into the wholesale side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a small world, isn't it?
Where did we worked with him at Woodward Foods?
Yeah, he did a bit of a stint. I was sort of on my way. I worked with him for a little bit, and I sort of left. It was nothing to do with his leadership. It was I just wanted to get out of Sydney.
Yeah, it was Sydney. Yeah.
And it was Sydney it wasn't Peter. It was Sydney that I wanted to get away from. And I had Hardwicks were pretty keen to get me down to Kyneton.
Yep.
And I said to Nat, I just need to get out of Sydney. And I said, let's just do it. And I
Work
said,
with
I'm going to give Luke a call. And he rung me like 2 days later.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to come and have a yarn with you. I said, yeah, I'm ready. But that's, that was, I didn't work with Pete very long, but I sold meat to him for years. So.
Yeah. So I think he started in Adelaide, and then he was Adelaide and Sydney, and then when they tried to open up I don't know if they still are, in Melbourne, Woodwards.
No, I don't think that never took.
Yeah, didn't
took
get off the
flight,
ground.
yeah. But Melbourne's a difficult market. It's surrounded by processors.
Yep.
So, like in Sydney, wholesalers are big.
Yep.
Not so much in Melbourne. A lot of abattoirs go direct to butchers, and you see the same thing happen in Queensland. Like they're buying direct from the source, and it's that competitive in Melbourne. It'd be very hard for a wholesale depot to work because it's just so competitive.
Yeah.
I found Melbourne very, very competitive.
Because of them extra costs.
Oh no, it's just surrounded by abattoirs. Like there's a lot of abattoirs within a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
So they're going direct into Melbourne. Like
you got herds.
Hardwick's herds. You got there's
Herds.
heaps of them. Gather Coles.
Oakdale.
And it's quite the competition.
Oakdale, yeah.
Oakdale, there's a lot of them.
Frews were down there. They're not
Yeah,
anymore.
there's a lot of people punching meat direct from the abattoir
Australian Lamb
straight into
Company.
Melbourne. It's a very competitive market. I loved it down there because it was you're just punching on with them every day. You know?
Yeah. Did you work with Kev?
Kev was on the slaughter. He was this slaughter floor supervisor when I was there.
Yeah. So he was my salesman.
I left,
Meat
and
Talk.
it created a job. That's where he sort of came into play when I left. So
Yeah. And then they got bought out by Kilcoy.
Kilcoy taking him
So
over.
I nicknamed him Kilcoy Kev. He hated
Kilcoy
it.
Kev. He's a legend, Kev. And I think I'm pretty sure he's a listener. So shout out to you, Kev.
G'day,
Yeah.
Kev.
But he was on the slaughter floor supervisor when I
Yeah, when I sold the shop, he said, "Don't become a stranger.
Yeah.
Send me some of your random messages, Wade."
No, he's a
He
legend.
was a good guy. Yeah, absolutely, and reliable as a sales guy. Like,
And a great slaughterman. You know, like he was a brilliant slaughterman, but like everyone, he wanted to change.
Yeah.
And that's what we always say, guys. Like if you want to change, you don't have to leave the industry. There's so many different things that you can do. There you go. He was on the slaughter floor and he's gone into sales and he's killing it. So.
Yep.
And opportunities come up. Like I left and it created the opportunity of him to come in and have a crack at it, and it's worked out for him. So.
Yeah. He's got the background to.
And it's the other thing I've always said: if you're sitting in a position you think, "Oh, this is getting old," I'm getting bored with this. Just hang in there because an opportunity will present itself. Nothing ever stays the same, and then you can slot into that gap and have a crack at a new side of it. And he's loving it. So
Yep. Yeah.
From the mutton chain, mate, where'd you go after that?
Went to Adelaide, and Uncle Peter, I was saying, I went and lived with him, and he got me a job with Turner's Catering. So they were
A food service.
food service place to restaurants and stuff, and we did quite a bit up into the territory.
Oh, really?
Diced stuff in for mines and Aboriginal communities, and they also had 7 shops around.
That's a big job, that taking stuff up into the territory.
a lot of meat goes from Adelaide and gets punched up into the territory.
Massive, eh?
Yeah,
And it's also a great place if you want to, you can sell guys something down there cheap, and you say, I used to say to them, I don't want this to turn up in Melbourne or Sydney, and they go, no, mate, I'll just punch it up the territory, and no one you can put it up there and no one knows about
End
it.
users, yeah.
Yeah, end users, yeah.
Yeah.
You can sell something cheap without stuffing the market up,
Yeah, so I worked in that, and that was a Monday to Friday job, and I was used to working 6 days a week. So I went and saw Jeff. He was the shop dude. I said, "Have you got any Saturday work?" And he nearly fell over because no one's asking for Saturday work. And he said, "I do actually. There's a little shop in St. Peter's.
Yep.
2 old guys there, and he said, just you can go there on Saturday." So that's what I did.
Yep.
So I worked in the factory during the week, and Saturdays was fun. Like,
Yep.
very Italian community.
Yep.
Christmas time, you got more kisses than you know what. But that was interesting. Those old guys, Don and I can't remember the other guy's name, but very old school butchers. And I remember my first Saturday, I did a stack of dishes. They'd left them all week for me, I reckon. And they said, you can start cleaning up. So I filled up my bucket and went to clean the bandsaw. And they, whoa, no, we don't use hot water. Like, they flour the inside of the saw.
Oh, really?
I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Brush it out. And,
Scrape it all out and then flour. And,
Yeah, right.
And it worked.
Not let it wet it.
No.
Yeah, right.
Machinery.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So, that was that job. And then I was there for a little while. I had a lot of jobs in my young days and moved around a lot.
Yeah.
That's butchering.
I got bored quickly and, just wanted to try everything. And then a family friend of ours had a farm, so 7,000 acres in the Mallee country, out from Murray Bridge, and his old man passed away from a stroke, really sudden. And I was kind of getting over my job, and so I thought, I'll try a bit of farming. So, when offered to work for him, so he said he took me on. I did 12 months there, And it was interesting. Like, it was a whole other side of the meat game. So we were predominantly merinos, but then we got in and set up a lamb feedlot, which was a huge learning curve and interesting. So yeah, to just work out how that works and
Because that got quite big quite quick, didn't it, the lamb feedlots?
Yeah, there's a bit to it though. Like it's
there's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it,
You
yeah.
can't just.
It's not like cattle. It's very different, yeah. And even the breeds of lamb, you've got to be very careful how you feed them. Like you put, say, the likes of a Dorper in, the fat can go. You can get a lot of flavour come out of the fat in a good way and a bad way. So there's a lot.
There's a lot to it, and like
it was very new back then. It hadn't been done.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm talking 99.
Yes.
End of 99, 2000.
That's about the time we were doing.
That's when it was starting. To
Yeah,
get
yeah.
popular.
We did a bit of that in Swan Hill.
And,
there's a lot to it.
We lost a lot of lambs. Like just.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. To confining them too quickly.
Yep.
That stress out. You'd come out. You might have 5 or 6 on their back.
Really?
Gone. Too hot a feed. Too quick. They couldn't handle it. So we used to start them off in.
So when they talk about hot feed, guys, that means grain. The grain content. You can. If it's too hot, they won't take to it, or it'll stress.
They
them.
bloat.
They bloat. You can't just. Pigs are an exception, but you've got to slowly introduce the grain to them, and you got to monitor how they're accepting the grain. Like whether you back off or you introduce a little bit more.
Yeah.
You can't just put something straight on grain. That's what they call a hot feed. It's like it's got too much grain.
Too hot.
It's got a high amount of grain.
Too much in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's
The mix isn't right.
yeah. Well, the mix is high grain content. Is what they call a hot feed. Yeah. And some animals that'll be a problem. So
Yeah, well, and
there's a
cattle
lot
are the same,
to it. And I'm no expert on it, guys. I don't pretend to be. I've just seen a little bit, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah, I'm not an expert either, but in that time I learned a lot.
Yeah. It was a brilliant experience.
And the agent out of Murray Bridge, he took us up country, and we met some other guys that were doing feedlots, and we learned a lot that way. But yeah, initially just run lines of oats.
Yep.
Out, get them used to that, and then slowly introduce some lupins.
Yep.
And then hot the feed up and slowly confine them.
Yep.
And then until you finally got them into the feeding yard.
And they do that too. They start them off in a bigger, like a really big
cattle as well.
cattle as well. Yeah, and they'll start them off in a really. It's sort of like a small paddock, but they'll have it penned up like it's a feedlot pen, and they'll feed them as if it's a feedlot pen.
Yep.
And then they slowly make the pen small, so they get used to that, like living together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to the feedlot, and they call it like the introduction period.
Yeah.
And they'll introduce them to, they'll.
And they're introducing all the time.
Yes,
That's a constant.
Like they'll have like an induction. They handle them a lot more, so they're good in the yards because they're weighing them, they're monitoring their everything. So they want them to be their behaviour and that they want to get used to being around yards and that.
And they'd want them as calm as.
Yeah, and by the end of it, by the time they're ready, you're walking, you're fixing a trough or something, and they'll all be behind you, licking you on the back. Like
You're backing up the truck.
they're like big pets. They love.
They're all lining up for a feed.
You can put a ball in the big ball in the pen, and they'll be playing with that. And they just become like big pets in the end, But at the start, they're quite flighty and what's this, keeping them as calm and as happy as you can is the whole key to it. So
That's cool.
Yeah. By the end of it, we were producing some good lambs.
yeah. Oh, if you can get it right, yeah.
And we were putting them over the hooks through the Murray Bridge.
Yep.
Abattoir, so we'd go in and watch them
Would
go
they
through the process.
would they hold a little bit more marble or?
They had a very good eye, like good high,
Big solid eye.
Good confirmation on that. Yeah.
Not so much marble back then. Probably a different, like if you went Aussie white or something now, you'd get some good marble through it. But unreal. Like, we knocked over a few in the shearing shed.
As you would.
Old school.
Get the
It's looking back now, one of the silliest things we did, but we slaughtered them, and then we didn't have a bandsaw, so Jack, my boss, put a cutting blade on an angle grinder, and he held it while I cut the chops.
I'm not going to tell you what I done the other week. I didn't.
I don't recommend it.
I
Like,
didn't record that live. I had the grinder out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't record that live. And it stunk the whole house out.
oh mate. So looking back now, it was a stupid move, but we survived. Still got my fingers.
It's not real good on the food safe part either. Like I said, I done it in the kitchen at home, but
don't recommend it.
It got greasy. It was terrible. I threw a lot of it out.
You got to try.
Go and spend the money on a little bandsaw.
I did not record
Money
that
well
live,
spent
guys.
by the sound of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my next move was farming, and that's where I got my truck license.
Yep.
They had an old Louisville tipper, so he said you might as well get your HC.
Yep.
So I went from car straight to HC. I had to go to Adelaide, do
Yep.
a 2-day course, and then training. And so I got my truck license. And
So I thought that when you said you're going to go driving trucks, I'm thinking of like, your rigids and that. He wasn't mucking around. He jumped straight in the semi. I was
Straight
like,
to semi.
He can drive a truck. Well, obviously, he's done it before. Look.
it's been a long time. It was 27 years since I'd sat in the cockpit of a big truck, and I was packing it.
I hit him up this morning. I said, how do you go driving these?
I said, I'm watching him on Facebook, and I'm like, holy shit, he's driving semis. Like he's not mucking around. Like he's gonna drive a truck. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's good though. Like I went and said, look, I've had my business for 18 years, and I've had my license for 27 years, but I've never used it. So I'm keen to come and learn, but you're going to have to teach me. I'm not going to pretend I know.
Yeah,
when I don't.
well, you can't with a machine like that, can you?
No. And so they said, cool, we've got a good plan. You come and start in the yard. So had the handover of the shop, and then I started there on the Monday. They forgot that I was even coming. They said, get here at 7, and I got there at 7. There was no one there. Wandered around for 2 hours, and then they said, you can just start emptying bins and do all that. So I did that.
Yep.
Anything you can see doing, just make your own job, pretty much. And so stay out of the way of the mechanics and do whatever. So, just tried to use my initiative, wash trucks, wash trailers.
Yep.
Then they put me with a local driver. Yes, and Luke, he was fantastic, taught me a lot in that first week. I didn't drive at all for the first week. I didn't want to. I said I just want to be around it and get my head in the zone. Yeah. And then by the end of the next week, they said, right, you're driving.
You're on, yeah.
You're on.
Yeah.
You're on. So, jockeyed. Luke was with me, and then the next day I was on my own. Like, you can do it, so go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so I did a bit of local, and then they sent me to Melbourne with another driver. So he come down from Queensland with a road train. Obviously, you can't take road trains in the Melbourne, so we split. He took a trailer, I took a trailer. We rocked up to Melbourne 8 o'clock, so peak hour traffic.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Went across the Westgate Bridge, 5 or 6 lanes of traffic.
Yeah, how'd that go?
20 k's an hour.
Yeah.
People cutting you off everywhere, but they said don't panic, just cruise. If someone cuts you off, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They're going to do it anyway.
They'll do it, yeah.
So it. But I remember like getting in that truck just to move it, and the cockpit's massive. There's 20 different gauges, and it's overwhelming. Like,
And just on that, I heard Brett Gudman say that, guys, if you're in a car and you can't see his windscreen in your rear vision mirror, don't cut in front of him because he can't see you.
Yeah, and
that's what pisses him off the most.
Luke said to me it was a good tip. If you can see only one headlight in your rear vision mirror, don't until you can see 2 truck lights.
Oh, sorry, no, he said the indicator lights. Yeah, if you can see the indicator lights, he said you're good to go in. Yeah. But he said if you can't see those lights, if all you can see is bull bar, don't cut in because he said
you'd be surprised how many people do.
You're cutting in front of a vehicle that's probably got 20 or 30 ton.
22 ton.
22 ton on it, and they can't pull them up real quick. So, and it'll just crush you like a can. So if you just cut out in front of them, you are a muppet. Like you're playing with fire there.
If you know what minced meat looks like.
Yeah, yeah. I see a few of the accidents. You think, to save 5 seconds, it's just not worth it.
And if a truck's trying to turn left and he's out wide, it's for a reason. He's trying to give himself room.
Yeah.
Well, they changed the laws for that.
It happened the other day to me. I was somewhere in Melbourne, and it was a tight corner, and I was looking right, and I went, and the car was right there.
I had a truckie the other day, and he was turning into. We're at traffic lights, and he was turning. He went really wide, and I just backed right off, and he gave me a wave. He was like, "Thank you."
You appreciate it.
We do.
You've got to go wide to get around the corner, and I didn't even the light went green, and I sort of gave him his room. And he, when we got down the track, he gave me a big wave. Like, thanks for being just being considerate.
We appreciate it, absolutely. And if you're blinkering to get in the other lane and cars let you in,
after talking to Brett Gudman, and he told us a few things about the biggest thing that pisses him off cars, this and that. I've sort of given him heaps of room now if I can, and you see him appreciate it.
My truck only hits cruise at 100, so people that drive at 98.
Yep.
In 100 zone, that's
bad.
Come on, 2 k's an hour.
Get up. Come on.
and the other thing is little cars and little trucks parking in semi-trailer parking bays at Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
that happens.
You think
a lot.
they'd be able to fine them for that? Because I know at a boat ramp, if you park a car in a bay for a trailer, you can get fined for it.
I've seen blokes hook up 4-wheel drives.
Yep.
Grab their cars with a snatch strap.
Yep.
Take it down the road.
Yeah.
They're parked in trailer.
I saw semi. Yeah, they're like the not racist, but the Indian little trucks.
Yeah.
Parking
The
in
Woolworths ones.
in the long bay. So there's a long bay, little truck parked right in the middle of it. So if he went right forward, someone could probably park behind him, but he's right in the middle. So another he went right around the front and backed right in front of him.
Yep.
Another truck come behind.
Yeah, get
Yeah, right. You're not going anywhere until
I'm
you
gonna
wake
teach
me
you a
up,
lesson.
argue with me. You're not going
I'm going to
anywhere.
teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you speak English?
Yeah.
But
Now, mate, you just tried to skip 18 years.
I did.
Yeah.
Tried to smooth that one.
Gotcha.
I thought I got away with that.
Your own shop. How'd that come about?
Yeah. Okay. So we were at. I got a
You're a
few
farmer?
other jobs between that.
Okay, go
let's
for
go
it.
there.
You tried to skip 20 odd years then.
So I finished up the farm, went back to Mount Gambier where I started my apprenticeship.
Yep.
And worked there briefly, and then opportunity come up to have a go at supermarket Woolworths. So I jumped at it just because I'd never done it. Wanted to understand how they operate.
Yep.
Most boring job I've ever had in my life. I got pretty good at folding up cardboard boxes, and most exciting part of the day was when the delivery came, and you get to unload it. But I did that, and I'm glad I did because I understand how it works. And it was weird at Christmas time. You didn't get any overtime. You just put the hams out and turkeys and go home. So that felt really odd. And then my sister got married in 2000 and moved to Geelong. And ended up met a girl over there, and so I moved to Geelong as well. Lived there for quite a while. Worked for a little shop in Newtown in Geelong called Penny's Prime Meats. Old fella, he was 78 when I worked there. Old school, really old school.
Yeah.
Didn't know how air conditioning worked or anything like that. But man, we used to pump out some meat. Unbelievable. Like that little shop. It's Enzo's at Penny's now. Enzo was his 2IC there. He's an Italian man, great guy, emotional Italian, but he's good. And we used to supply from Geelong all the way down Great Ocean Road, Queenscliff, all around there.
Yep.
It was unbelievable how much meat they put through. So, that was a good job. Enjoyed it. I worked 6 days a week. Then I had a wedding to come up, asked for a Saturday off. He wouldn't give it to me, so I told him he'd stick his job.
Yeah, I've done that. I wasn't allowed to play football once. I don't need to work here.
Yeah. And then I did something really stupid. I had savings, so I didn't line up another job, and I just had a holiday. And then things got tight. I needed a job. I went and visited every butcher shop in Geelong, no work. So I ended up selling stuff at the pawn shop to get by, pay my rent.
Yep.
Ended up having to go to work in Melbourne. That was interesting. Job interview at a shopping centre. It was, and they said, "Yep, you can start tomorrow, but you're in the factory over at Tullamarine." 5 Italian brothers. I rocked up there on the Saturday, 6 o'clock. No,
There's some Italians down south.
Oh, it's a massive influence.
they
down
rule
south.
the world.
Oh yeah, no, it's massive down there. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I rock up there on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Nah, there's no job. I'm like, are you serious? I just drove all the way from Geelong.
Thanks very much.
But I talked to old mate, Tony. He said, I had a job here. Come and talk to Mark. Nah, there's no job. Yeah. So I was like, what do I do? So I was about to walk out, and then Tony come in. Yeah. This is Wade. He starts today. So I worked there, and it was an interesting place, a very interesting place. And I was like, oh hell, I can't stay here long. But first day, no breaks. We worked right through till 4 o'clock. No lunch, no smoko.
Oh really?
And the last half an hour, I cut myself bad. Like, tired, worn out. So yeah, stitches. Come back to work, a week's wage in cash. Have the week off, come back. So I did that, and it was salami season.
Yep.
And interesting, yeah. And then job came up in Colac. Back then it was CRF, so Australian Lamb Company now, I think they are.
Yep,
so we
yep,
did a lot of Coles boning, boning process. So yeah, I started
I
there.
think they still do. I think they still do.
Yeah. And I love that job. That was probably my favourite job I've had outside of working for myself. Yeah. Again, start at the bottom, scrape the floor, do whatever, work your way up.
Yep.
5 levels in those boning rooms, hourly rate.
Yep.
Got on the boning and then got on the saws and worked my way right up to the main saw. So basically, you were the engine room for the room, set the pace. Yeah, it was great. Loved it. Yeah, really, really good. And for my skills, if any other butchers are listening, if you want to up your skills, go and work in a
High pace.
Because they do set the pace in the lamb boner. And the bloke on there's two things: the bloke on the saw and your cryovac, or how quickly they can cryovac, and how quick the bloke is on the saw. They set the pace for the whole room.
Yeah.
Because obviously lamb, there's a lot of bandsaw work.
Oh, and if it's backing up, yep.
Yeah, it's your cryovac machine and your bandsaw. They're your two keys of setting your pace in your room.
And they had a good training program there, and some really, really talented boners and sawmen.
Yep.
I just loved it. I loved getting to work, and I lived in Geelong, travelled to Colac. It was like 45-minute trip each way. But
any butcher that goes into a boning room, you'll have your skill set from the butcher shop, but your boning room will show you pace, like being able to do things at pace.
Oh, they're different jobs.
They are two different categories.
Different.
It's like rugby league and rugby union. They're very similar, but they're different in many ways.
efficiency,
Yes,
efficiency, and like being Coles, they had their inspectors come through with their little tape measures and making sure your bones
Specifications, all that shit.
Absolutely. And when you're, we were pumping through, I think it was 5 lambs a minute.
Yep.
And then if you're on the next saw down, you're doing racks.
Yep.
And they had to be like your
your specs are
50 mils.
Yep.
If it wasn't right, they'd pull you up about it.
That's the thing about supermarkets. Like everyone says, they get the shit meat and all that sort of stuff, but they also get...
The uniform.
Yeah.
And specs are so big. And
specs are so tight there, they can't have shit meat.
And then you go into export as well, and the customers, it's all about specification. Everything's got to be in spec. If something's out of spec, if it's not the right length or whatever, you'll get a customer complaint.
And that
Maria Pereira.
That room had to be 10 degrees. If it was anything over, we shut
Yep.
until the temperature come down back in. Like,
So we've got a young lady that works for us. Her name's Maria Pereira, and every day, can I get a spec sheet? Can I get a spec sheet? Can I get a spec sheet? Everything is all about specs. Like she does all our a lot of our trading deals and stuff like that. Everything is spec sheets, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's so important.
One thing you will find if you go from a butcher shop to a boner and you become these specs, everything's about is it in spec? That's all you hear.
It makes you a better butcher.
It does, yeah. Well, you get uniform,
Yeah. And working at pace and
if something's out of spec, you got to rework it. Like you'll get something, you'll go in there, QA will go in there and they'll go, no, these are out of spec. Then you go, righto, we've got 5 ton of meat. Or 5 ton of racks or whatever that are the wrong length. What are we going to do? We've got to rework them. Righto, boys, get on the phone, sell it. This is what you got to sell them as. And even as a salesman, it was good being in an export place where the exporters, something to be out of spec for the exporters, and they'll jump on the phone and go, boys, I've got a drama, you got to move. I need you to move, 20 ton of this.
Yep.
And I used to love it.
All of a sudden, you got something to sell.
Bang, you can sell them at this price, and you go and just bang, bang, bang.
How good is it when you got something in front of you?
Exactly, it's something to sell. Look, gives you. That's the game, isn't it? That's what I like. I mean, maybe I'm a bit mad.
We're
that's
both
the
Tari
game.
then.
it's a challenge, yeah.
And you want to be the salesman. You walk in and you go, I just moved it. Bang.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Get that into you,
You want to be the one they call when something's hard.
I used to say, you want to be the if you're a salesman, you want to be the bloke that they ring when they got a drama. You can make it go away. Yeah.
The go-to man. Yeah. So I worked there at CRF 2.5 years, and then met my wife, moved to Perth, worked for Dardenut Butcher Company.
And moved to where? Perth.
Perth, yeah. Lived in Perth.
God, you've been around.
I've been around.
Yeah.
So,
I would have loved to have gone. It won't happen there, but I would have loved to have gone over and done a stint over there. And don't get me wrong, I did a stint here, there, and everywhere. But I was a bit like you, Wade. But not. Yeah, I would have loved to have gone.
I got rellies over there. So my mum's brother lives over there.
Yep.
And my grandmother's sister, and
Yep.
so actually one of my cousins has a butcher shop in Bunbury.
Yep.
He's the what is he? The Goose and Goat.
Yep.
Gourmet Butchers. Yeah. So he's had that probably 2 years now, I think.
Yep.
He's going good. Yeah.
So how do you meet someone in Perth? Like you're in.
Well, go back to when I worked on the farm.
Yep.
My boss's wife was friends with Colleen, so that's how we originally met, and then later on we met again, and
Beautiful.
So I moved to Perth, was there for a while, and then we got married. Went to Canada for 4 months.
Fuck, you get around. Beautiful. How was Canada?
Canada was awesome. Yeah. So my wife's
Wow.
brother, he married a Canadian, so he lives in a little town called Vermilion, which is in Alberta. not far from Saskatchewan.
We've got a few listeners there. Shout out to the Canadians.
Yeah, the Canucks, they're good
Yeah,
people.
they're good
Absolutely.
people. I've come across a couple in my time too. They're very good people.
Yeah.
And we're getting a few listeners over there, so shout out to the Canadians.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got a job in meat processing. It's very different to Australia.
Yep.
So a little slaughter floor attached to a butcher shop, and they have their game meat season. So it was game meat season, so people can bring in their elks. And
That's what Zach
whatever
was
else.
talking about.
Oh, I love this
That's
stuff.
so
I'm
different.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those shot, they bring it in and gets processed.
Yes.
And, that's all good. Yeah. So my first day was slaughtering. I'd never done slaughtering in my life. We were doing pigs. They put me straight on gutting pigs.
Yep.
I wouldn't know how to do that.
It was friggin' hot
Yep.
and sweaty. It was cold outside. I was sweating, trying to keep up with these guys. Made a few mistakes, nicked a few guts here and there, but
Oh, how was
by
that?
the end of the day, I was doing all right. Yeah. And then they said, oh, we finished early, and they said, oh, there's a body of beef in the cool room. We can knock that over.
Yep.
Oh, beauty! Here's something I know how to do.
Yep.
Yeah. So we slide her out. I'm ready to go, bone it on the rail. Whoa!
Oh.
No! We put it through the saw. So they get the forequarter,
Oh.
put it on the saw, break
You
it up.
see the bearded
I
butchers do
don't
this.
like it.
The bearded butchers. I
don't
watch
like
a
it.
lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
You see them. A lot of it's on
They
the saw.
broke up the forequarter.
It's hard for
on
me
the
to
saw,
watch.
and then you got to bone it out like that. And I'm thinking, fuck me. Like,
Yeah, that's how they
there
do
was
it. Yeah.
6 of us.
Yep.
I was thinking I could do this quicker on my own.
Yep.
And no wonder
Brandon,
you guys eat
it
a
is
lot.
hard to watch.
No wonder
I
you
can't-
guys-
It's just
I
so
don't like it.
different to what we do. You know, like
And no wonder they eat a lot of burgers because there was that much trim. Like, what do you do with it? Like,
yeah.
yeah. So by the end of that day, I was thinking, nah, I can't do this. So
Yeah.
I just didn't go back. The boss rang me and I said, look, no, I'll give it a miss. So there was a job going there's a big Lakeland college there where they do from firemen to mechanics to rodeo to, it was a whole mix. It was, so there was a job going as a short order cook.
Yep.
So I went in there and I said, I'm not experienced. Do you need any experience? They said, no, as long as you're willing to have a go, learn.
Yep.
So, I started the next day flipping burgers and cooking omelettes and egg and bacon rolls. And, loved it. It was great.
Yeah, bloody hell.
So, you got the same guys every day. I'll get the breakfast special, brown toast, eggs over easy, crispy bacon.
That'd be cool.
It was
mate.
cool. I put on so much weight. Like, I went over
Like
there.
you would. I couldn't work in a kitchen. I just
They have this place called Tim Hortons. It's a coffee franchise, and they made these hot butternut caramel smoothies. And I got hooked on that.
hooked on.
I come back about 20 kilos heavy.
They sound good.
4 months.
4 months, 20
I
kilos.
was fat.
You enjoyed your time over there.
Yeah. I almost had to buy 2 seats to fly over. But it was a good experience. Canada was awesome. And then we come back to Australia. I just worked briefly, a couple of weeks with a mate in Perth. We did retaining walls. He did that, so I just laboured for him. Had a wedding to attend, and then we moved back east. My wife's from Wangaratta, so I'd been through Albury before and liked it, and didn't want to be too close to the mother-in-law. So Albury's an hour away.
Aubrey
so
was
that
perfect.
just
yeah.
far enough.
a bit of a buffer there. I got a job at a big place called Kennedy's. They were a big place, very low budget place, which is not my thing, but it was jobs.
They still going Kennedy's?
I don't
I'm sure
They
they are.
are,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure they are. Yeah.
They used to have a shop front, but now they're next door is a big fruit and veg place, and they're in there. Arnold's fruit and veg, so they supply the meat into there. And I think the Meat Man is them as well.
Yeah.
Plus, they do a lot of other.
Yeah, I came across them and it wasn't that long ago. Like it was. Yeah, I think that they're still going.
Yeah. So I did my time there, and then couldn't get out of there quick enough. And then the little job was going where I bought the shop.
Yep.
There was a fella named Tony Hart. He was a Kiwi Aussie.
Yep.
Great bloke and had high standards. It was kind of a weird setup. I think the shop must have owed him and a couple other guys money.
Yep.
So there was 4 people that owned the shop.
Yep.
So I got the gig of originally it was for Tony's son, and he worked there in jump ship. He didn't want to do it. And they gave the job to another guy. 2 weeks, he killed it. They said, if you want the job, we'll give you a go. So I went in there. It was called Cheap Charlie's Meats.
Cheap Charlie's.
Cheap Charlie's. and fluoro colours, all the things I hate.
Oh, really? Yeah, I couldn't do fluoros.
Fucking fluoro. You know, the fluoro cards and special signs and that.
You had a headache looking
Pink,
at
yellow, and orange.
Oh, yes.
Yep. I know the ones.
And Texter.
Yeah.
$9.99 a kilo.
Yeah.
So anyway, I took that on and was trying to work for them. And in the end, I said, look, I can only work for one boss, and that's Tony, because we saw eye to eye on quality and all that sort of stuff. And he was a huge, massive influence on me in my career, running a shop and so forth. He got sick with cancer, offered me to buy the shop cheap.
Yep.
One of the other guys that was in it, he said it's worth more than that, but Tony said, look, Wade's got it to where it is.
Yep.
He's done the work, so we reward him. So, yeah, I'm thankful for that. I got it for 40 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
But it was stuffed. Like the refrigeration was stuffed. The little old doors on the fridge was hanging off. And so, yeah, first thing, June 2007, 3rd of June 2007. I remember dates.
Yeah, you're good with dates.
Yeah, very good.
So, yeah, that was the takeover day. Old cheap Charlie sign came down. Meat Talk went up. All the fluoro colours disappeared and we went to the navy and white traditional.
Classy.
I'm a traditional man. And so, yeah.
I like navy and white. It just worked. Yeah, well, look at the hats. Yeah, we designed a hat around it, so
So
obviously we like.
I designed the fluoro one. Brandon designed
Mark designed this one. I've got to give him credit. I said he designed it, and he goes, "Look at this, look at this." I said, "Mark, that looks fucking ridiculous."
That's fucking terrible.
I said, "Just get 50, don't get any more." And the proof came back when they build the hat and they take a photo of it. I said, they actually look pretty good. I said, order another 50. I designed that one because I love the navy and white.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Tradition. Yeah,
Class.
but it's classy, yeah.
You got a spare one of them?
Yeah, this is where so this one you wear to the weddings and the funerals and stuff like that. That one you can wear to the parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's when my journey began as a butcher shop owner. Yeah. So it just organically happened, really. It was something I'd thought about, but not something I really strived for.
Yep.
It just happened. So that was the start of Meat Talk. And
How'd you come up with the name Meat Talk?
I like the name.
it.
I think that's
it,
cool. Yeah. It's
a
unique.
long list of names through the family, threw it out there, throw in some names and just eliminate. Kept coming back to it, Meat Talk.
No, I think it's
Because the name's what made me start following. The name.
We spoke about this on another podcast. The names and Meat Talk. It doesn't say what town you're from or what you do.
You can take it anywhere,
and it's not quality or gourmet. It's just Meat Talk. It's just unique.
And the slogan was the talk of the town.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I started following from the name. Yeah, I was like you.
Yeah, simple. I didn't want to put my own name on it because if it comes to the day you want to sell it, then you're still attached to it.
Yeah.
So that was that process. So very green. I could butcher, but I didn't know much about business.
Yep.
Had a friend who was an accountant.
And that's a big thing, isn't it? Like you see a lot of butchers go into that they're brilliant butchers. Then they go into their own shop, but they understand the butchering side, but not so much the business side. And some of them learn it the hard way. Which anyone thinking about embarking on that, definitely do something on the business side, just so it
and understand that it just doesn't do itself.
Costings, get your head around all that before you go into it. In my opinion,
if you open the shop 6 days a week, you're still working 7.
Yeah.
Even if you're not there physically,
you're
your
doing
mind,
your books and that.
Yeah. Thinking about the next week.
Yeah.
But it was good for us. Obviously, you get out what you put into it, and I was keen. Couldn't get enough. Rock up there every day and. Because the displays weren't great, so I used to pull my window out every night and redo it every day. And that was something that I kept up right to the end. Always redo everything.
I used to love the videos too. It was Meat Talk, and I actually thought it was Meat Talk because he was quite active with videos and that, and they were cool.
Yeah. So started off on my own, one-man shop, then got an apprentice, built up, had this dream to have a shop right in central Albury. Everyone said, don't do it. You can't do 2 shops. You can't be in 2 places at once. But until you learn it yourself, you got to go through it, I think. So anyway, this shop came up and I opened another shop in 2018 in central Albury. It was a beautiful shop. I got to design it from scratch. So from drainage right through tiles. Had a custom-made display out of Melbourne from Trent Refrigeration. If anyone wants a good fridge.
Trent Refrigeration.
Trent Refrigeration. Awesome.
There you go,
Absolutely awesome.
guys.
Heidelberg. So yeah, you go in there, you see them, tell them what you want.
Yep.
They design it. They do up a draft
Yep.
in timber,
Yep.
and then they build it. And then in the process, they get you to go in there and check the heights. Like if you're trying to lean in, they're going to make sure that you can do it. Your tray lengths, that you can reach it. Just fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
And easy clean. Like
Yep.
it's fully stainless steel. A couple of drain points.
Yep.
Just warm water, flush it out. It's done. Like,
Beautiful.
smack. Yeah. Yeah. So that was that. Worked hard to try and get that shop up and going, and just didn't work. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And got to the point where I had to pull the pin. Like
Yep.
it was going to break me. So sat down. I was in strife financially. I owed a lot of farmers money from Mid Valley Co-op.
Yep.
Good, absolutely good people. So sat down with them and said, look, this is where it's at. It's not working. I owe you X amount of money. Cannot pay it off over 3 years with interest. They agreed to it. So shut that shop, went back to the one shop, held on to a few staff and worked my ass off for 3 years.
Yep.
Paid those debts, paid all my staff entitlements, and I can look everyone in the eye now and know that I paid them every cent.
You paid your debts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can sleep easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Through hard work.
Through hard work.
busting your
Just
ass.
going back to that little shop, Meat Talk,
Yep.
in Lavington, it was a gold mine for me, that little shop. Yeah. Obviously, put in what and you get it out.
Yep.
Yeah. And just have the determination. It was hard, no doubt, but I look back now and I did it.
Yeah.
I can smile. I
Yeah,
did it. I
exactly.
got through it, come out the other side. And so then COVID hit. That was interesting time. I never thought I'd have to bounce her on the front door of my shop, which I did.
Bouncer on the
Bounce
front
on the
door.
front shop
Wow.
because people were fighting and arguing over
Really?
meat.
That was a crazy time, wasn't it?
It was nuts. And for my staff, mental health, like they were struggling, dealing with people that were arrogant, rude, brought out the best and the worst in
I was about to say, didn't it bring out the best in some people and the worst, in
Worst in
others?
others,
There's some people it was just like they went into that real survival mode.
No, it's Mr. Whippy by the sounds of it. Oh, it might be your phone.
might be an alarm. I was meant to wake up now.
I'll turn that off. Dum.
That sounds like the ice cream truck.
Is that my phone?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
there you
I feel like ice cream now.
go. I thought it was Mr. Whippy.
I dead set feel like ice cream now. I don't know last time I ate ice cream.
do I hit snooze or do I turn?
Ah, get rid of it. You're already awake.
I like the alarm.
Oh, no, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'd wake up to that.
I'd wake up with that. I'd feel like ice cream. Buy a Magnum on the way to work.
Yeah, so COVID was crazy, and I physically stood out the front door and let 2 people in, do their shopping out, and said, talk to people, like, don't panic, like, there's going to be meat.
And there was
like,
people lining up. There was people lining up at 6 o'clock in the morning before the shop had even opened to get into the people just panicked, didn't they? It was crazy.
Yeah, and they were lined up, like 20, 30 people deep. Like,
And there was never going to be a shortage. Like it was the butcher, the supermarkets ran out, but the butchers sort of none of them run out of meat. You know,
and you remember that initial, there's going to be a mince shortage. Like, we minced absolutely every piece of
Everything.
meat.
Yeah.
Everything.
Beef, ran out of beef, we minced all the pork. Sold
Yep.
a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I was working for a retailer at the time, and we were the same. We were doing 800 to a ton of mince in the morning.
Yeah.
They were smashing the mince. They just couldn't get enough
Yeah,
mince.
and we sold out. I had to physically shut the shop next day to.
And there's people buying
restock.
a year's worth of meat, and you just think, mate, there's. And I'd said to him, I said, mate, there's no
It'll be
need.
okay.
No.
I said, we're going to be here next week. You don't
Yeah,
need to. We're not going into. The zombies aren't coming. You know. But no. I want to be prepared. And I was like, what are you preparing for? You
No,
know?
that everyone.
It was a mad time.
everyone worried.
Absolutely
Yeah,
mad time.
yeah.
And anyway, so we got through that, and then, I paid off a lot of debt and just wanted to simplify the shop again. So it went back to, I had a couple of staff, and then to me and an apprentice. He was a Filipino boy, really good. And then 12 months in, he didn't want to do it anymore. So I said, right, here's my chance to go back to just me. So I looked at it, and 90% of my sales were in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
just-
I'm not paying wages,
We're going to spend some time on this because I like how you done it. So I want.
and
you to
I'm not
explain
afraid to try things. Like,
Yeah.
people said it's not going to work. Why not?
it. Yeah.
Why won't it work? I'm still here. I've been here for 18 years, The only fact that's different is that I'm not open in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, and 90% of my customers already only shop in the afternoon.
Because I heard that. Mark told me about it. He said he like your opening times. And I went, wow. I wasn't against it. I was just like, I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know little George Robinson's Meats in Newcastle? He used to be in the meat stock family
Yep.
with Shannon.
Yeah.
Ripper of a guy.
Yeah.
If you ever met him, go and see him. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get over it. He's like, I love it, Wade. Look.
Yeah.
I was the same. I thought that sounds crazy, but it obviously,
Yeah.
why not? You know,
I've banged on a million times. You got all these butchers getting there, and
Yeah.
look, everyone do their own thing. It's just not. They're there at 6 o'clock
absolutely.
in the morning. How
You
many
do what's
customers-
right for you.
and different areas, different things work. But this was
Exactly
this was
right.
How
very
many
unique.
customers are you serving between 6 and 10?
Exactly.
But then you're walking out at 5:30 when all the customers are coming.
They want to be. Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
Yeah. Think outside. For me, think outside the square and work smarter, not harder.
Yep.
Basically. And if I'm not paying wages, I'm not paying super, I'm not paying work cover, I'm already saving money.
Yeah.
So that 10% that I'm losing, I've recovered that already.
Yeah.
And I can cope on my own. So I used to try and start 6:30, 7 in the morning, and that would give me, and I'd try and pull up by 11, all my back end stuff, clean up my mincer, my sausage fillet, anything that I use, that's all done.
Yeah.
And then open the shop at 12. Have a little break, have a coffee, I'm ready to go. I don't have to worry about cleaning up later. I'm already done that. And then every customer that came through that shop, I served them, and I knew that I'd cut everything.
So you only had to. You're only serving, aren't you? Like everything's done,
And
even the cleanup.
yeah,
You know,
I boned my chicken, so I'd busted my beef. Everything was done, and I had time. I wasn't in a rush. I wasn't.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I have to go and do this. I had time to talk to people.
Yeah.
Well, how often are you making snags and then you got to stop, serve, stop?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you're just like everything's done, including the cleanup, you're
We
just
had
serving.
a
That's-
shop next door was a takeaway shop, and they had this fridge, and like every time you heard that noise, you'd have to go and check that it wasn't someone
wasn't your
coming
front
in.
door.
It used to drive you mad. You got used to the noise, me personally, and you could know it. But if I was open in the mornings, I'd be making snags. You hear that, you think, I better check.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you're going down there, and then
It's all time.
it's all time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and just
So what time do you close?
6.
12 till 6.
6. Yeah, 12 to 6 was during the week,
Yep.
and Saturday mornings was 9 till 12:30.
Yep.
yeah, perfect.
And it worked. It worked, and I made good money out of that shop. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I could sell the business as a profitable business. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's still going well now, that shop?
So the new owners, wish him well, Jared and Nisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a young guy, keen. His wife's very keen. She's right behind him.
Local.
Local guy. Grew up in the area, played footy. His mum and dad lived in the area. So when,
That's AFL, not.
Oh yeah, no, there's no rugby league down there, mate.
what do you call it? Aerial ping pong.
Yeah, they call us bum sniffers down there.
we were talking about it earlier.
I used to try and put shit on, and I did. Better than running around sniffing each other's ass. Like
He goes, footy, I said.
And they said there's not even any skill in it. You just run at each other. They said it's just Neanderthal stuff.
We are a mix. Like Albury, you have rugby and
Oh,
AFL.
yeah.
But coming from South Australia, I don't understand that. Bum sniffer and foot.
Yeah. I was in kite, and I
I quite like it though.
was 40 minutes out of Melbourne, and I copped it. I said, "What?" They said, what footy team do you go for?" I said, Parramatta, and they all started laughing. I said, well, they're putting shit on Parramatta. They were going, "No, what footy team do you go? That's not football."
Do you remember we had the Adelaide Rams?
Yes.
They last one season, 2 seasons.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, that was Super League days. That was all different.
Yeah. Anyway,
Didn't take off.
that didn't. It
Perth
should never
Bears
have
will.
happened.
Perth Bears will go all right. Don't worry about that.
It should never have happened. The Super League. The Super League stuffed it for a bit, didn't it? Anyway,
What about the Tassie Footy Club coming in?
there is.
That's
yeah.
AFL.
That's AFL. Yeah.
Baron likes it.
The Baron. Shout out the Baron.
Who's going to go and live down there and play? No one.
Yeah, but you say the
Yeah.
same thing about NRL players and Melbourne.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes all right.
Yep.
You know, like North Queensland, why would you want to live all the way up there in that heat and play football up there? But they love it.
They love it. Yeah.
They do. So
Horses for courses, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So you've sold the shop now.
I've sold the shop, yeah.
Shop's going well.
It took 12 months to sell it. I had a really good agent. Can I give him a shout out?
Oh,
Give him a shout.
whatever you want.
Dallas Lodge. Dallas Lodge at Link Real Estate. If you're thinking about selling, like he's the man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just punctual, on the ball. priced it at the right price point.
Yep.
So he's obviously done his work, done his study.
He had a business. He had a bus business, sold it out, went travelled Australia, and then come back and got into this. And he's just made for it. Like,
Yep.
ciphers out all the tyre kickers. Yeah, he was really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, and like I was over it, really. 18 years of business. I loved it for the time I had it, but I was ready for the change. I needed the change.
Just need a change, yeah.
Yeah, and I got through Christmas. I had a really good Christmas. Awesome Christmas, actually. And then got back in January, and I was like, I just can't do this. So I rang Dallas. I said, I've got to get out, mate. Like, he said, Wade, we are not dropping the price. The price is right.
Yep.
Just hang in there.
Yep.
2 months later, the offer was made, and I accepted it. And boom, boom, done.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And you've done a really good handover period.
I had a really good handover, Pursuit. Yeah. The people that were coming in, they were slow getting their things together, but they'd never done this before. And the agent was getting frustrated, and I was getting a bit frustrated at first. Yep. But then I think, hang on a minute, like I was them 18 years ago.
Yep.
I was nervous as heck.
Yeah.
Didn't know a thing about business. And so I was like, just chill out. And as it worked out, the handover was 18 years to the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So my insurance policies cancelled the very next day. I didn't have to.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out real good.
That's unreal.
The stars lined up. Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Things happen at just at the right time, not a minute later. You know,
Yeah. I didn't have to extend my insurance for another week. I didn't have to get a refund.
That's
it
awesome.
just expired, and that was the end of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And Jared is a very nice guy, absolutely nice guy. And everyone was saying, "Oh, you've got big shoes to fill, mate." I know. I just I only wear a size 9.
They're not that big.
I'm not that big.
Give him a go. Like when you see a business take, everyone
absolutely.
goes, "Oh, I'm not shopping there anymore because it's a different owner." Give him a go. You know,
He's not going to sell 18 years of hard work.
no, to the wrong person. Yeah.
No, that's
Give him a
right.
go. Don't just sort of go, "Oh, it's a change owner." No, it's going to go to shit. Don't assume. Give him a crack.
No,
you know.
like, yeah, and if
And they're only new. If they don't get it exactly this, like Wade's been doing it 18 years in that shop, they don't have it.
I didn't get it all right either.
Nah, give them a chance. You know, if they're at the start, they're a bit shaky. I know we were with podcasting. Give them a chance. Hang in there, and they'll come good.
He wants to go back to number 1. I said,
Oh no, don't.
please don't.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna.
A lot of people are
It's a
going
long
back.
trip across the Nullarbor.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people are listening to this podcast when we're going, please don't, because we're a bit like the new owners. But people have hung in there, and we've got better. So
Yeah.
But you had a 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
with
leading
him?
into, Jared came in and worked with me 2 weeks leading up to the settlement.
Yep.
And then I gave him 2 weeks, half days.
Yep. So you could take a step back and let him do what he's doing.
Yeah, I was big on that.
Yep.
I saw my father-in-law he was 78 when he sold his fertiliser livestock business, and he couldn't let go.
Yep.
And it just became a nightmare for the people trying to come in. And this old man
for him trying to
hanging
get out.
around and like trying to tell them what to do. I was like, just get out of it. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very conscious about that. Like, this guy's coming in and he's buying it. I want him to get to know the customers before the actual date.
Yeah.
And start serving them and cutting them.
And the customers get used to him. You know, I think that's a
Right.
great thing.
Yeah,
That's that's a good take.
It was a fantastic transition.
good handover. You know.
And going back to Dallas, it was his plan. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you're not just going this date, right? I see you buy. You know, and you're doing the right thing by your customers too.
And like,
Yeah, 100%.
You're showing him, the new owner, how they like it and what's I've found works. You know, so in that transition period, not a lot will change. So the customers will stay with
Yeah,
it.
and like I said to him, like, it's yours now. You put your stamp on it.
Yeah.
Just be aware that people don't like change.
They don't.
So just gradually, don't do big changes.
Yeah.
Just gradually.
Just keep it the same. And
Tweak it,
those first 12 months, they're looking for, if anything changes,
Yeah, they want
don't give me an excuse to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So, no, really good guy. And he'd been out of the game. So he'd done his 8.5 years in a butcher shop.
Yep.
And worked for PFD after that.
Yep.
Doing food service and stuff. So he'd been out of it. So he was very nervous coming in. And he was a bit rusty. And I was a bit worried about him, to be honest.
Yep.
But by the end of that 2 week period, he was
on,
getting in, and then by the end of another 2 weeks, he was all right.
He was back. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to learn. Like, I didn't know everything I knew 18 years later at the start. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool
I
experience.
had to
isn't
learn
it?
a lot. Like,
You've
and
got to
you make-
start to get that
you-
experience.
And you do make mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's about owning up to it.
Yeah.
in a butcher
But
shop.
that's what experience is. Essentially, it's making a mistake, learning from that mistake, and then fixing it. And then you know when that happens again, I won't do that because
People can tell you as much as you like, but until you do it yourself.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Now, so you're driving trucks around the countryside,
Yes, and
stopping
I
in the butcher shops
love it.
here and there.
I love it. Yeah.
I noticed that he stopped in a few shops. On his ventures. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, after
And please keep putting it on Facebook. It's so good because we'll share it. You know.
yeah, absolutely. And I still want to stay connected to this because I love it. I do. I need a break. Yeah.
Yep. That's
understandable.
And I've said to people at some point in the back of my mind, I know that I'll come back to it at some point.
Yeah. You just want to try
In
something
what
different.
capacity, I don't know. But at this very moment, I'm free.
Yep.
Anthony Oliver at Bendigo. Did you see him on the Saturday night? The American dude playing.
No.
He did a version of Freebird.
Oh, really?
That's me.
Free bird. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I found myself again. Like,
Yep.
yeah, like as good as Meat Talk was for me, I just needed that break. And
you've done it. 18 years. You've ticked that
You've
box.
done your
You've had
time.
your business.
yeah, I've done it. Was successful. Made some mistakes. Got out of a hole.
Yep.
Learned a lot of life lessons. My boys are older now, so my oldest boy.
Give him a shout out. Yeah, I was going to.
Yeah, Kyle, he's the legend. He's the one that built that rail for me.
Yep.
For meat stock and built my display, and he's a legend.
Yep.
Kyle's a great kid doing carpentry, 3rd year in, kicking goals. Josh is my next boy. He's started welding fabrication for a local guy, Sam Rowe, legend of a guy. And then my youngest boy, Eamon's still at school, year 8.
He's 14, yeah.
He's 14, golf fanatic.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, good. Get him good at it.
That's good.
There's good money in that.
Yeah, look after Dad. Yeah, so I bought him a golf membership for 12 months just up the road from home, so he plays every chance he gets. But good kids, really good kids. And so they're supportive of me being away.
Yep.
I talked to them about it. I said, look, this is what I'm going to go into. It means I will be away, but hopefully not every weekend, but most weekends I'll be home, and I won't be working Saturday mornings like I was for 18 years. So we can go camping and do whatever. So
Do a bit of stuff, yeah.
Bloody oath, that's good.
Yeah. So I if anyone needs a change, go for it. Do it. Yeah.
But
Doesn't
I like how
it doesn't mean I'm not turning my back on the meat industry at all. Like, and I love it, and I love the guys that I met at Meat Stock.
Yep.
Daniel McCarthy, Michael Hay, all these guys.
Yeah.
Brando and Fieldy.
Brando and Fieldy, Shannon Walker, Paul Solomon, George I spoke about before, Matt Christensen over on.
Yeah, he's a
there you
legend,
go.
isn't he? On his home kills. Jump on his page, guys. He's Matt Christensen. Jump on
awesome.
his Facebook page. It's different. Yeah,
He goes all right.
He's a character.
and he's doing home kills, guys. So it's butchering, but that's another side of butchering. It's a very different side. But
And then
he's
guys,
awesome to
this year at Sydney, Michael Hendricks. These are all butcher shops I want to visit.
Yep.
Like,
Mick and Stroud.
keep that connection going, and if I can help promote,
Because you've done a lot of meat stocks.
I've done
8,
7, 8, yeah,
7 or 8 meat
think
stocks. Like you've
come home
made
with
your stripes.
6 trophies out of that. Not that I did it for the trophies.
No, you said that.
And I just love the family side of it, and I am competitive. I want to do good in what I do, and the same going into trucking. I want to look after my truck.
Yeah.
When I leave the yard on Sundays, I always wash my truck. Shiny wheels.
Yeah.
We've got to make it look good.
You can't drive out dirty. Take pride in what you do.
Yeah.
And do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big thing for me in meat stock was I'm a traditionalist butcher, and as much as I love what Lawsy did, that's not me.
Yep.
So I'm not going to follow down the path that he did, and I was very strong in that.
Yep.
That I'm going to keep the traditional butchering theme somehow or other in what I did, and I come home with 2nd place
Yeah, it was
in
unreal.
Sydney.
That was awesome.
And then young Maddie, that girl from Bendigo.
Maddie Decker.
Maddie
Maddie
Decker.
Decker,
I've been talking to her on socials, like firing her up for next year.
Yeah, no, she did really well, man. He shared it to Maddie Decker. I know she listens.
Yeah, absolutely. And all these other young butchers, young fella in Melbourne, my name won't just Cody. Young Cody. He didn't Bendigo this year, did the year before, but
Yep.
come back, mate. We need you.
Yep.
We need you young guys.
Get around,
And
guys.
I'm not going to compete, but I'm going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my truck this year and put it in the
Oh, yeah?
truck.
Yeah,
shine.
Yeah.
And I've got a bunk to sleep in.
That's important.
But yeah, I want to be backstage helping these young guys.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with meat stock, guys. Any of you
Because
young
there
fellas
is
out there,
experience, like-
it's experience, but the people you meet when you're there,
And
you've got them for life then.
we want to see a girl take a trophy.
Oh, Matty Decker, yeah. Come, please
if
come back.
Shannon's
as well.
Walker's listening to this. Shannon, you need to do an apprentice award. Like, I know there's young butcher, but it's not fair, in my opinion, that young butchers are up against guys that have been in the trade for 30 years.
Yeah, right.
You're fighting for that same trophy when this guy's got 30 years experience and he's got 2.
Yeah.
They need a first, second, third in apprentice, and you're going to get more kids interested.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's open to anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
He'll listen
That's
to
And
just my
Shannon,
opinion.
Shannon listens to this, so he will hear that.
He'll listen to that.
Yeah, I'm just strong on that. Like, I think if there's more chance of them getting some recognition and stuff, they're gonna jump on board.
And that's the ultimate goal. We want to attract young people into
That's
it.
right.
You know,
Absolutely, that's what it's all about.
And that's Shannon's goal as well. You know,
Oh, that's why he's doing apprentices.
that's exactly why he does what he does. And
And-
he's training apprentices.
And if I can, in my travels, go into butcher shops and get some young kids interested,
yeah,
I'd be more than happy to do that.
yeah.
Now, you've been getting around a few butcher shops. You've seen some good, some bad.
Yeah, there's a point I want to bring up.
Yep.
It irked me, actually.
Yep.
I'm not going to name names, but
No.
I was in Brisbane for 24 hours and we went out for tea and all that. And then Saturday we were just doing some stuff. And with my cousin, she said, there's a really good butcher shop here. I want you to have a look at it. So we went down past it and it was all shiny and looked beautiful. And then she was getting some eggs and I was just watching what they're doing and fucking meat glue. What's your take on meat glue?
It's got a place with your food service with bonding fillets and that, but that's about as far as
It
it
depends
goes.
what you're doing with it.
Bonding fillets, it's fine, but anything I wouldn't. You know.
Yeah. I'm not against meat glue because it's actual animal product.
So it's anything. So meat glue, guys, is made from the hide. It's actually that's what it
is.
comes from.
It's from the collagen inside
It's
the
collagen inside the hide, so it's not dangerous or anything like that. But it's bonding fillets, and that is beautiful because it gives you a nice round fillet, whichever.
The only person that's dangerous for is the person mixing it.
I was about to say, if you're using meat glue, guys, be very fucking careful.
wear
You
a
wear a mask because if you inhale it, guess what happens?
Well, it fills holes.
It's meat glue.
It glues
And-
holes.
It glues, yeah.
The other thing for
sensitive.
me
Very
is,
dangerous to work with.
shouldn't
Yeah.
you make your customers aware that you're using it?
Depends what you're using it for. Yes, but yeah, if you're using it for anything other than making fillets,
Yep.
a circular,
Yeah, bonding
round
fillets.
thing,
That's exactly what it's for.
or gluing the Cialis back to if you're
Yes.
if you're taking Scotch fillets and you're taking the fat out of the
Yep.
fat core
Yep.
out of there and then rolling it back into making it
Yep.
a firm piece of meat.
Yep. It has a
that's fine.
place.
But yeah, you can tell your
If
customers.
you're getting
There's no reason
trim,
why you can't.
if you're getting trim and you're trying to make it look like a steak, that's
No.
where
Out.
piss
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does have a place.
Yeah.
Definitely more so in food service,
Yeah.
but
I'm not so keen. Like, I'm a traditionalist, obviously.
and
But I was just surprised to see it. I've never seen it openly used
Yeah.
as a chicken salt shaker, on a product.
I have, but I've worked in food service.
Yeah, I've worked in food service. That's how they do it in food service. I've seen them bonding fillets, and they just give it a bit of a
Because you're
shake.
never going to get a 300
Heads
gram
and
fillet.
yeah, no, and your heads and
not.
like the way the fillet is shaped, you need to bond them to get that.
Yeah.
And it's
Your customer.
the only time I've got a problem with it is when we've seen videos, and it brings
And
the
it
whole.
happens.
One person can bring the whole industry down, where they're getting trim and they're trying to make it into steak, make it look like steak and sell it as steak. That's where
No, that's
just
not
wrong.
on.
That's
go away.
wrong, yeah.
That is
Go
not
away.
on.
You know, like
But fillets for a food service, they want 250 gram fillets.
yes, and
You're gonna have to cut them that thick.
and with
It
food
doesn't
service,
work.
guys,
you've got to bond them.
and you've got to bond them too because it's got to be a certain weight. So when you go to a rest or you go to a pub, they'll say, the fillet meal is $40, say for example. So you're not paying by weight, so you're paying by unit. So it's got to be a uniform weight.
Yes.
That's that. Well, the biggest thing with food service is portion cutting.
Yeah. Well, if they're saying oh, it's a 300 gram fillet and it's
Yeah.
not coming out that thick,
That's right.
It's bonded.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm open to telling their customers.
No,
that.
it's just interesting to open up the conversation about it.
That's a great one to talk
Because
about.
there is a lot of myth about it, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't fully understand it either. I know that it's legal. You're allowed to use it.
It's legal and it's not dangerous, guys. Like it's not. it's
To
not
eat it,
something you
no.
want to inhale, but to eat it, it's fine. It's made from the collagen from the hide.
Once it's gone back to a solid, from
Yes.
the powder to a solid,
Yep.
it's fine.
But if you are using it, guys, make sure you wear a mask.
Wear a
If you
mask.
inhale it, you're going to have all sorts of health dramas.
So it's designed, so as soon as it hits liquid,
Yep.
It'll stick.
it makes it bind.
Yep.
Yep.
So as soon as it hits your lungs,
Yep.
your moisture inside your lungs,
binds it.
It's going to bind your lung together.
Yep.
So wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Do not stuff around with it.
Yep. That's what it's meant to do. That's its job.
Excuse me.
So. Just not let it fart.
And there's no difference for it. Like it's designed to stick meat. Once it goes down your throat, it's basically sticking to meat. So you're
Gonna
going
do
to have all
its job.
sorts of health dramas, and I don't know how they go about fixing it.
No, there's no fixing.
You're going to have
Yeah.
your lungs and that. You're going to have all sorts of problems.
But yes, anyone getting diced meat, gluing it together and turning it into a steak, please don't.
Get out.
Yeah, please don't. That's
And you're going to get caught out. People aren't stupid, you know. But yeah, it's got its place. But there's idiots that go out there and do the wrong thing and bring the whole industry.
Yeah, and that's my concern.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, like it's 95% of people are
Yeah.
honest, do the right thing.
Yep.
There's 5% that bring
Yep.
the rest of us a
Yep.
bad reputation.
Yeah. And food service companies that are using it, guys, absolutely no problem
yeah,
at all.
or
using
wholesale,
it.
like
Wholesalers.
butcher shops doing wholesale all
Bullshit.
down the back. Yeah.
But like I say, if they're removing fat and they're gluing it back together for presentation, I think that's fine. Play on, you know.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
But
Yeah,
it's just
The reason why they're
it can be used for the right reasons. And
Yep.
like I said, when they're getting bits of trim and trying to stick it together as a steak, well,
Yep.
they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
They're doing wrong.
deceiving.
But when they're doing it with the salt shaker,
Yep.
they're doing it so it's an even flow.
Okay.
Because if you're grabbing it out of a bag,
Yep.
and it's $100 a kilo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
quite
cheap.
no, it's
Not
quite
cheap.
dear.
It is
Yeah.
$100 a kilo, if not more now.
But they've sort of got to do it out of a salt shaker too. It's a safety thing too, because this, like I said, guys, this stuff is so
gets
dangerous.
airborne.
If you're using, it gets airborne. So you want to, it's in a salt shaker, and you just like that because it's more a safety thing. So
Yeah.
it's,
And then they glad wrap it. It makes it tight. The
yeah, so
moisture-
like
the two moistures.
they'll go heads and tails on the fillet,
Yep.
then they'll wrap it so it binds, and then when you slice them, you get a nice round fillet steak, which is what everyone wants to see,
Because-
and you can cut it to a
And a
waist.
chef's never going to get a steak, a 300-gram fillet that big.
Well, the
because
fillet
it's going
tails.
to taper down.
The only way you can do
It's
that
never
is
going to cook consistent.
the only way you can do it is a centre cut fillet. Which
Yep.
what do you do with that end and that end? You've got to you go heads to tails. You can use the whole fillet. That's why they do it.
That's the food service.
So it does have a place. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can it be misused? Like everything. it
Oh,
can.
yeah.
My oath, it can.
Yeah. Yep.
But people that have done that have been caught out and they've been named and shamed. And you can do 100 things right and one thing wrong like that, and you'll
Yep.
never come back from it.
Yep.
Use it for what it's supposed
Yeah.
to be used for.
Use it for its purpose.
Yeah, not trying to cheat.
Yep.
And again, wear a mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wear a mask. Yeah.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear other people's
Yeah, oh, for sure. And
opinions on this. Like,
And if guys, if you want to know more about meat glue, we can go right into it. But if you're, if
let us know.
I'll put my hand up. I saw it and I didn't like it. But
Yeah.
like having this conversation. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I've learnt a bit. Yeah.
I've only because I've seen it used in food service. That's
Yep.
why I'm sort of it does have a place.
And
but-
they're not going to let you use it if it's
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah.
and there's no danger using it. Like I said, it's not like it's a glue. Yeah, the word glue is probably a bad term for it because you think chemical. When you think glue, you think, oh god, they putting chemical on the meat. No, it's made from the collagen from the hide of the animal.
But say so's the same.
Yeah,
I've never used it. I don't use it.
Yep.
But I know heaps of people that do.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people that make, like say so needs to stay legal because there's people that make a beautiful snag and they make it all, they don't use meals, they make it all from scratch and you need that say so in there because that's your preservative.
that's your preservative. Yeah,
So there is a good home
yeah.
if you're going to do it right.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. It can be used. It has got its place, but can it be used in a bad way? It can. You know
Yep.
that comes back on the shop. And again, don't
Don't go putting it in your mince.
they will? Yeah, well, these days they can come in and get a random mint sample from you. So if you're using it in the wrong way, you will get caught, and there's something you will not come back from.
They will come out, they will grab a little bit, they'll
Yep.
put it in a little
Yep.
container, they'll put it in there and
They
if
can
it goes
test for
blue,
it. Yep.
you're getting a fine.
Yeah, and there's been a few that have done it and they've ended up on a current affair. You know, like it's just don't have.
So they should.
Don't,
yeah,
exactly.
for sure,
So
for sure.
yeah, so they should name and shame.
Don't bring the rest of the industry.
Don't,
down.
yeah, exactly.
that's right.
It only takes one shop,
Yep.
and then the punters out there go, "Oh, that's what they all do." That's not. the
Yeah,
case at
that's
all.
not the case. Yeah, yeah.
No. And that's the big reason why we started this podcast.
Yep.
We want to air all these things and these
Yep.
myths and
Well, the miss with Chloe.
what actually go on. Yeah,
That's exactly why we spoke about, like, to the livestock exporter.
Yep.
We went to her, asked her about the myths.
Yep.
And we
see her
shed
TikToks.
a bit of light on them.
Yeah, we see her TikToks and see how calm the cattle are. See how they're
It's
treated.
transparent. We want to
Yeah.
we want to show transparency, and people go, "Oh, is that really what happens?" Oh, I thought this happened. No, this is what really happens.
Yeah.
And we don't hide from the fact that are there a small percentage that have done the wrong thing in the past? They have.
We'll help highlight it.
And we will know. Well, we don't name and shame anyone, but
No.
for them getting up on a current affair, you think, well, you deserve that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to protect you.
No.
No, we're not going to shit can you. We don't shit can anyone, but we're not going to protect you either.
Anyway, I'm glad I got that off my chest and I've learned a bit. And
But you would have seen a lot of good shops as well.
Absolutely,
a lot of
yeah.
good things getting around.
I can't remember the name of the shop, but I went from that one to another one just up the road, which the guy's name was Peter, who owned it, and it was a butcher shop and a barbecue store, and they sold all your smokers, Brazilian barbecues. They had two young guys out the front cooking samples.
Oh, how was that?
Awesome. I think it did about 10 laps.
Yeah, but good shop.
Awesome shop, yeah. They did all their own smoking. I forgot to bring it. I had some biltong to bring, but I forgot. So gross.
You'll have to eat it on your way back to Nowra. It gets to go to Nowra after you.
I'll send you a picture. But yeah, no, it was a great shop. Yeah, really good. And it's just interesting. Like, I was in Sydney, bought my wife a new car, and went past it. It was like a little Chinese butcher shop, totally different to what we normally see. But I went in, stuck my nose in,
Yep.
They're probably Wagyu house.
said hello. Oh no, it was
Concord.
it was right near Sydney markets, fruit markets.
Oh, okay.
It is interesting.
Victor Churchill.
It is interesting, Sydney, when you go to all these different cultures, like races and cultures,
Yeah.
they butcher so differently, but it
Yeah,
works. And they're
it
in an
does.
area where
That's their business,
That's their
and
business,
that's their
yeah.
people, and
Yeah,
they're
their people come and
catering
support 'em.
to them, and yeah.
But it is so different. I find
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by, might be an
And-
Arab shop or a Chinese shop
yeah.
or an Italian shop,
And if you're
they
in
do it
Melbourne,
different.
go to Victorian markets.
Oh, guys, if you're in Melbourne, I've told you about it before,
yeah,
Vic
yeah.
Markets, go
It's
there.
amazing, and it blows me away every
There's
time.
so many shops in there. There'd be 40 shops in there, and they all compete, and it works.
Everyone has their own little
Everyone's
customer
got their-
base,
yeah, yeah.
and then you go through, and then there's the deli section. And
It's
the
well worth a
cheeses,
look. It's
And oh yeah,
I love going to Vic Market.
it's you can just.
And I served a couple of shops in the Vic Market. It's so cool, Yeah,
And it is, and maybe
I'd be
this
up
will
and
bring
about.
me back to the industry, but it is on my bucket list to go and work in that joint.
Oh, really?
It'd be so
At
different.
our shop, yeah.
It'd be so different.
Yeah, like just the culture.
Yep. Yeah, I love the Vic Market.
I wouldn't mind spruiking.
Yeah.
We used to go there quite a bit. When I was down there, I was just fascinated by it. And just always, and same as the seafood joints, it's always different.
Hey, that's one thing I did learn at Woolies. Good afternoon, customers. Welcome to Woolworths.
I know. I used to do
Come on,
that. Too.
Dan.
I used to do that. I used to get on the mics. Me and
Yeah.
we had a fella, Ty Ambrose. He was unbelievable on the mic. Yeah. It's good fun, and it gets
You get comfortable
your
with it.
confidence
and-
out.
Yeah.
It makes you confident.
And you can
to talk
hide
about
behind the
product.
wall and go for it.
Yeah. But you're still confident to talk about the product.
Yeah.
and that's what it makes it's good. So
Yeah, when we had the shop in Central Albury, I had a mic and a speaker, and I used to get out there and spruik, and we had the barbecue going.
do
And
the demos. Yeah.
did all the demos.
You still see that in the Vic Market, the spruiking. Like that's a real old school thing, but it still happens,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
They used to tell me I was at Birkenhead Point, and they used to tell me that was as much the same, a lot smaller. Like you're talking 6 or 7 shops.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not talking about 40, but a lot smaller. But what they'd do, they'd have every Monday, like they'd be going right, or on a Saturday, T-bones $5 compared to like $20, right?
Yep.
Let's just say $5, and then they'd all come over.
Yep.
And they go, right, if you're here on Monday morning and you're the first customer here and you tell me about the $5 T-bones, I'll give you T-bones for $5. They weren't doing it for them. They were just getting them all off the other customers.
Yeah.
And they reckon that carried on heaps good. And that would have been unreal.
Yeah.
I would have loved
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Melbourne. Maybe it's the South Melbourne market, I think. And there's a guy that sings opera, or like an Italian guy.
Yeah, right.
And he sings, and people go there to.
And guys, if,
Sing
if
while it,
He sings while he works, and people go there especially to hear him sing. And he should be on their voice, maybe, but
yeah, right.
like that's character.
it's
isn't
cool,
it? Like,
yeah. That attracts people.
It does.
And I went to Michael Hayes' shop the other day. So I had a delivery in Dandenong, and I had a bit of time. I said to my boss, "Okay, if I go down there and visit."
I saw that Facebook post.
Yeah, and so I rocked up there, and that shop is beautiful, mate.
He's a good
He's an
fella,
absolute
right?
brilliant bloke.
That place for me, it just oozes enthusiasm and love for our industry,
Yeah.
and I walked in and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, he's got a heart of gold.
And he
Michael,
said,
mate.
oh, it's an old shop. I said, it's character, mate.
Yeah, it's
Like,
awesome. And you see a lot in Melbourne. You
I
see
took
a
a
lot
photo of the fridge door
you see a lot of real old school sort of shops, and they do things so differently.
because they had the hinges on the outside, like the old school. And
Smokers.
I came from Sydney.
Smokers Butchery, yeah.
I came down from Sydney to Melbourne, and Melbourne was so different to Sydney. I was fascinated by it, going around to the shops and that.
Yeah.
And guys, just on that Vic Market, if you're in the Vic Market, South Melbourne dim sims, they are.
Spanish donuts.
Man,
Don't forget the Spanish donuts.
these
These
things.
two tugsies.
Oh yeah, no, I get round my dim sim work, and there's nothing that comes close to a South Melbourne dim sim.
Really?
And if you Asian listeners, I'd go and try one. It's mate.
And if you're in South Australia, get a gyros, a lamb gyros.
Yes,
From the Greek shop.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing like it.
Yep.
And if you go
some travelling.
I'm a big kebab man, but that
go to Jetty Road,
Yeah.
the Greek gyros
food down
place,
there is amazing.
and tell them you've driven all the way from New South Wales, and they'll put extra meat on there for you.
The food down there is
And
absolutely amazing.
Kitchener buns. Yeah, ever had a Kitchener?
No, I haven't.
No, it's like a sugary donut bun,
Yep.
cut in half with full of fresh cream and jam.
He's just finished a carnivore diet.
Mate, if I go to Vic Market, I don't eat. I won't eat before it. Like, you just smash food there. It's so good.
Yeah, I love food.
And I was 116 kilos at the time, so
No wonder.
I'll show you photos of when I was in Melbourne. I got into my work down there on the piss and on the food, and I had ran amok down there. So.
Anyway, this bloke's 7-hour break's going to be finished by the time we finish talking about food.
Get on these 5 questions, mate.
Right. Are you ready for your 5 questions?
Oh, we haven't started yet. Let's go. Yeah,
No, and I didn't give you any warning.
that's all good.
Biggest influences of the industry for you?
Biggest influences would be where I started my apprenticeship. Jim Maney was the owner, and Robbie O'Donnell as a young man. And then Tony Hart, who I bought the shop off, massive influence on me. And then when I had the shop, there was a man, he just passed away last year, Daryl Midson, who had a shop not far from me on Mate Street in North Albury. And he just walked in random and said, Wade, I'm Daryl. If you ever need a hand in the shop, just yell out. And
Beautiful.
so I did. I used him for Christmas, and that man could roll pork like you've never seen. And I learnt from him how to do that, and ever since, that's the way I did it for Christmas. And just a gentleman. He felt like he was my grandfather, and I knew him forever. And if I rang him up and said, Daryl, I'm in trouble, can you help me out? Yep, no worries at all.
Never hesitate.
So yeah, those 4 guys probably. On the industry, you asking about the industry?
Yeah. Of your career?
My career, yeah. Robbie O'Donnell, I worked next to him in the shop in Margaret Street Meats, and massive influence as far as quality goes.
Yeah.
Quality workmanship I'm talking about. So he taught me how to roll roast beefs with pins and needles. The strings were too loose, so he just freaking cut them.
They do. They bounce. If they don't bounce,
Yeah.
they're cutting the string and make you do it
Start
again.
If he could get his finger anywhere near underneath, it wasn't tight enough.
Yeah.
And a good guy. He drank a lot, but he was a good fella. Yeah. So those 4 probably. And the other influence was working in that boning room in Colac. Yeah,
learn a lot
that
there.
shaped me as the butcher that I am. I think as far as skills and speed. Yeah.
Beautiful. Favorite cut of meat? Winter, summer, and how you cooking it?
Winter, I'm going to go roast pork. I love 4-quarter pork roast in winter. It's comfort food, yeah?
Fuck yeah. I love pork.
I love it.
That's a
Anything pork, really. But, roast pork with a lot of fat cover underneath the skin to get that crackle going and, just froth it.
Yeah. Gravy?
Yeah, great.
Oh, I got to have gravy with pork.
That was baited.
And I don't eat bread. I said this on another podcast. I don't eat bread, but if there's roast pork gravy, it's going on
and
bread.
proper gravy.
Yes,
Proper
thick gravy.
gravy.
Out of the bottom of the pan.
Yeah. I have the cast iron pot with the lid.
Yes.
Always rough chop onions, garlic. Put the meat on top. So
Put a bit. I even get a bit of the pork fat and
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it in with the gravy. Oh yes.
Bit of corn flour.
Yeah.
Bit of tomato sauce.
Yes.
Proper.
Yeah.
Bit of red wine. Oh, yeah. Good.
Now, summer. What are you having on the barbie?
Barbecue T-bone.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Absolutely love the thick T-bone.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Which end?
Fillet end.
Fillet end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stand it up on the barbie, so on the bone end up. Let it start cooking, then drop it either side. And
Oh, yeah.
medium rare.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, start that. Yeah,
And then
okay, yeah.
If I cut it big enough, I'd usually take 2 big ones for the family.
Yep.
And then just slice them out and share them up.
I agree. Yeah, I like that. You cut them nice and thick.
Yep.
They cook proper how you want it.
Yep.
And then you can feed off the two big thick steaks. You can actually feed.
And if
4
someone
people
wants
off
a bit more cooked, they can have that end. If you want it a bit more red, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Even the dog gets the bone.
That's it. Cooking big T-bones doesn't mean you have to eat that whole T-bone.
No,
You can cook one T-bone for 2 people.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like me and Christy, for sure, I'd give her the fillet and I'd take the sirloin.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's,
Pinch a bit of that fillet, wouldn't you?
no, I don't.
You're not a fillet man?
No, I like the sirloin. I'm my favourite is strip loin.
Yep.
I'm a strip loin
Yeah,
man.
righto.
and
Yep.
Yeah, I love
What
it.
about you, Brando?
I cook things differently. Like a fillet, I'll have really rare. Scotch fillet, I'll put a little bit more on it. But something like a blade steak, I'll cook it heavier. You know,
Yeah.
Just depends on the cut. But if I'm going to eat something really rare, fillet, 100%.
Like lamb forklift chops, they got to be cooked.
Yes, yeah, same thing. Yeah,
They got to be cooked.
Lamb
Loin
forklift
chops,
I'll nearly
nice and
cremate.
bit of pink.
Yeah, loin chops, I'll have and
Forklift
cutlets.
chops, cut them thinner
Yeah.
and crispy.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
So
Depends
true.
on the cut,
And
how
then
much
you
I
get
cook
that
it.
juice run down your chin.
Yeah.
I love fork
Salt.
chops. Heaps of salt.
Lots of salt.
Heaps of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm right into this taste merchant one, man. The bourbon, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Oh. It is elite.
At that barbecue shop I went to the other day, they had a sample. It was American Worcestershire sauce. W sauce it was called.
Yeah.
I
Because
went,
no one can say Worcestershire probably.
yeah. So I went and got a bottle of that.
That started an argument. What was that on? That was on something.
Under seasoned.
Oh, under season. Yeah, under season bar they were talking about. And everyone says it differently. I've never thought about it. You can start an argument. How do you say
They
it?
just call it W sauce.
W sauce.
Yeah, W sauce, yeah. And it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I tried that,
Yeah.
they had a bit of sample sirloin. Yeah. Also, that's so good, yeah. And they had brisket hot links and they had, whole
Brisket
heap of-
hot links, sea sausages.
Man, it was good.
Yeah.
And as soon as you got to that car park, the smell of, it gets you in.
That's a go. Like you're sampling it, but you're bringing people in.
Yeah.
Like we used to cook a pan of onions in the morning. Just
Oh, the onions will draw people. Onions on a barbecue will draw people from
just
kilometres.
onions in the pan in the morning.
I'm like a shark. I can smell onion and it'll just draw me in and I'll focus in on that scent and I'll follow it and I will attack when I get there.
What do you think the Bunnings barbecue is?
Exactly.
That's the onions.
Yeah, and in that shop next door.
And what do you do every time you go in there? Like there are shit sausage, there are a few onions, but I smash two. You know, like I'm walking around Bunnings. You know, like
Yeah, I had two yesterday.
yeah, I smash them every time. Yeah,
I was going to get one on the way in, one on the way out, but I ate two on the way in.
Two on the way in.
I've been guilty of that.
Yeah, and that shop that I was saying about, the Pete, I'll have to look it up who his name was, but really good shop, and they had the barbecue section, and they also sold like a little brine pump, so you could do a bit of home butchering and mitzes, and they had everything. Like,
That's cool.
it was a
We'll have to
one-stop
go up there.
meat shop.
We've got Vidal's pie comp coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, I'll send you his address. He gave me his business card. I didn't bring it with me, but nice guy, really
Yeah,
nice
we'll go
guy.
and see him for sure.
Yeah.
How important have the meat stock comps been for you and your business when you had the shop? How important were they?
Yeah. So I got involved in 2017, I think it was. 2017 was my first meat stock in Melbourne. And since then I wanted to be involved because it just helped. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what we say, but we just encourage you young blokes to go in there because it's just the connections that you make, and the more people you know, the easier the job gets, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes a few years for you to find your feet in that comp.
Yep.
I went away disappointed the first time, thought I should have done better, but looking back in hindsight, all
experience,
I
isn't
got what I deserved.
Yeah.
And then you go away and you think about it and you challenge yourself to come back better.
I was going to say, is it a bit of a bug? Like, do you you go away your first one and you think, I could have done this, but I could have done that better, and you you're tonguing for that next year to go.
And my thing was watch the guys that did well. What did they do?
What did they do? Yeah.
And Daniel McCarthy from Akata Butchery, he won
he's
it.
a great fella, Daniel.
He won it. I think it was that year, 2017 or 18. And so organised.
Yep.
All his containers were open, ready to go. And he had it all set out and just flowed. He wasn't fighting, trying to find this or that under the bench. And those experience, So you watch that and you learn from it. For me, I'd finish one meat stock and on my way home, the idea for the next one's already brewing.
Yeah.
And then, go from there. So,
No.
and just the family, the response from people that would come into the shop and said, "Oh, I saw you at
Saw you at meat stock.
meat stock. Yeah, you did well."
Bloody
Or,
oath.
It was good to see you there, and I was in the crowd and I heard Meat Talk from Albury. Like, what's he doing here? But yeah, no, it's great. Like, and just encourage anyone that has a butcher shop. Don't worry about winning.
Yeah.
You're a winner anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
getting up there.
get there, and even if you like, it's nerve-wracking for sure getting up there on that first time on the stage, but everyone's behind you. Shannon Walker,
Yep.
all those guys. Paul Sullivan, what a man!
Oh, he's
What
unbelievable.
a
They're
gentleman!
legends.
Like,
They're great.
and
Great
he's one of
humans.
few, but humble.
Yep.
Like,
From day one too, Wade. He was. I seen him at the first one, and he was humble then, and he was amazing to me.
yeah,
I was working in good quality shops, and he was amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Just his skill level and the way he presented things and the way he's seen things, I just thought, no problem.
And then, like, the social aspect of it, these guys, we watch out for each other on social media. And a couple of times I've seen things and I thought, something's not quite right. So I'll make contact and say, are you okay? Are you going all right?
Yep.
And often you'll find that, they just need to talk about something or need some help with something. And the other thing that surprised me, talking about my hours changes, I always looked up to Daniel McCarthy, that he had a prime shop.
Cut above.
Cut above, a beautiful shop.
Yeah.
He's in a shopping centre and his rent's astronomical. And he was working 7 days a week. He told me, he rang me and asked me about my restructure, and pricked my brain about it. And he said, can you come down and see me? I want to sit down and talk to you about it. So I went there Saturday and he said, I haven't had a day off since Good Friday, Christmas. He worked every day,
Wow.
7 days a week. I said, you can't keep doing that. Like, you're going to kill yourself. Like, and he wasn't happy.
Yep.
So he asked me about why I changed and all that, and so he ended up deciding to close Sundays, have Sundays off, give his staff a day off a week, and his business didn't lose because
Sold the same amount of meat.
because he was shutting Sundays. People were stocking up on a Saturday,
Yep.
and he's having a day off. He's coming back fresh on Monday.
Yep.
Taking the breaks. The staff are getting a day off. And it blew me away.
And I think if
here
people-
I am, a little shop in Albury,
Yeah.
and I didn't realise that this guy's watching what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But if you're game enough to do
And
it,
thinking, how can I do something like
But people
that?
will buy off you on a Sunday because they know you're open Sunday. If you know that they're not open Sunday, you make sure you're there Saturday to get your meat.
I don't have any more money to spend.
No, that's right.
Just another day to spend it. That's
but I think Thursday night shopping proved that. They don't go there on a Thursday night to buy meat.
Like you
And
said, it's a
people-
childcare centre.
Yeah, and now people don't do it anymore. People aren't doing Thursday night shopping.
No.
They're staying back an extra half an hour. They're giving the centre an extra half an hour, so they've got open from.
But when was the
5:30
last time
to
did you
6.
like? I wouldn't have done it.
No, I don't go there. I don't want to hear the screaming.
No.
Yeah, no. All the kids getting around screaming and carrying on, and like I said, it's just a daycare.
Daycare centre.
And that's fine, but don't make the butcher shop stay open. Don't make the bakers that have been there since 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't make the Frutos stay open.
Yep.
Let the entertainment ones, let the intensities and the movies and the cafes and all that, let them stay open. That's fine. But don't make the retailers that are there at 6 o'clock in the morning be there.
Do you guys follow Cut Above?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, big
And
time.
do you
yeah.
see he's just opened the butcher shop in
Yes.
Yep.
And that looks good, eh?
Blackburn, yeah.
No,
So
he does a good job
in
there.
our conversation back then, Daniel was wanting to get a shop out there because that's where he lives.
Yep.
And get back to that smaller butcher shop. So this has opened up for him.
Yep.
It's a stepping stone, I think.
Bloody oath.
Oh, for sure. He's about to have another few customers as well. My sister's down there.
And a smart operator.
Yeah.
Smart
Nah, he's
guy.
brilliant.
And he's got time for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yep.
And
No, he's made contact with us a couple of times.
He's a
Brilliant
good fella.
fella.
Absolutely
brilliant
brilliant. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
what's the best part of the meat game? I reckon I know the answer.
What?
People.
Yeah.
The people you get.
The characters, yeah. And probably more than that for me is where it can take you. Like, you can travel. I went to Canada and got a job.
Yeah.
I only did it for one day, but
Yeah.
I could go in there and get it. I could go anywhere in the world and get a job.
Get work. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the variety of different jobs within the industry. Like,
Exactly.
that can open up to you. But yeah, like you say, the people, the characters you remember that you worked with, and then owning a business, the customers become your friends. People say you're not here to make friends, but I used to say, yes, we are. We here to make friends so we can take their money.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. But you do get very close to your customers.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like at time period of 18 years, like I saw kids born, gone to school, left school, working.
Yeah.
And some of the older ones, you know, like they pass on, and then their daughter, and then their little family comes along, and you have this real connection. And after you finish work, you might go out for dinner somewhere, and you look around and you know this one, that one.
Yeah. And you're waving, you're spending the whole dinner waving, aren't you?
Yeah, and you get caught up. Everyone, your family's like, "Come on, Dad, like, hurry up, like,
That's our turn.
what are you talking?" Yeah, so, but no, definitely, yeah. Just the opportunities I think that a young person could have, in the industry. That's
I agree, and that working overseas is exactly right. My wife at the time, she fell pregnant, but I had to go to Harrods. If she didn't fall pregnant at that time, we'll do an IVF. But anyway, if she hadn't fallen pregnant then, I was going to Harrods. So all the way from Sydney, all the way over to England to work in Harrods.
That would have been, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But them opportunities are there.
Yep.
Look, I wouldn't give it up.
No.
Like my kid.
No, but if you're a young bloke, there's opportunities there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't regret not going, but
Yep.
I'm just saying them opportunities are there to go anywhere
If you want to explore it,
do whatever you want.
go to Europe and work in the shops and learn the small goods ways of the Europe and stuff. Like, man, how good would that be?
Oh, for sure.
Bucket list stuff for me.
What's next for Wade Thompson?
Wade Thompson is, I'm getting into the transport industry. It's a whole new thing for me. And to be honest, I found myself again. Like, I needed the change, and I've hit the road. And that song "Freebird," that's me. I'm free. I'm driving along, and my mind's open. I feel really happy and good, and I'm excited what could open up from this. Like, And the guys that I'm working for are a growing business.
Yep.
They've just opened a depot in Melbourne. So there's going to be opportunities there for me, and they're showing that if you turn up to work every day, you show initiative, you're reliable, then they'll reward you. So that's me. Personally, what's for me? Maybe a bit of travel. Like, I'd love to get. Not for everyone, but I've been to Papua New Guinea a few times, and I love that place. Like,
Yeah, right, okay.
it's a wild joint, absolutely wild joint.
Well,
You don't-
Alan Stevenson, if you're looking next time you want to go, mate, go with this fella.
Yeah.
He wants to go, does he?
Oh, he loves it, yeah.
Oh,
He's
really?
actually Papua New Guinean. Like,
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's got a bit of that in him.
And he's half wild man too, isn't he?
He's half wild, yeah. Yeah, but he'll go with
Shout
it.
out to Alan. We mean that in a good way. We love you, mate.
Yeah, he goes all right.
Yeah, it's a simple life, very simple life, and there's no clock.
Yeah.
You just cruise, and you got to watch your back for sure. But get out from the main city. Like Port Moresby is a dangerous city, but get out to some of those villages and stuff. And I've met some amazing people, and I'm still friends with them. And
Yeah, right.
keep in contact with them through socials and WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And talk to them regularly. I'm keen to get back up there and explore a bit more of that country.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's not for everyone. My wife wouldn't go near the joint, so that's a good thing.
You get to go up there.
Yeah. But for instance, I love Madang. It's in the north side, Madang town, and then I met some people that live at a little village called Siar, and you get in a little dinghy boat, take your bag of rice and whatever else, and go home, live in a bush hut. Like,
Yeah, right.
no power, no nothing, but beautiful.
In a village.
Just paradise. Like, the water is crystal clear. They got palm trees. You got white beaches. Like,
Heaps of fish.
heaps of fish,
Yeah.
coral. There's a lot of war history up there.
Yep.
When I was 20, I think, the first time I went, Mum and Dad, we did a trip. Went to the Australian War Cemetery up there, and it's massive. You didn't realise how many young Australians died up there that have no name on their graves. And the sacrifice that was made for us here, stopping those Japs coming over that range. So there's a lot of history from Australia. And Australia, PNG was under Australian government for a long time until they went back to the independents. So there's a lot of connection there. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Sounds good. Mate, that's us.
Thank you very much.
We had no one, now we've got you.
We fit in a few hours, didn't
Yeah,
we're
no,
good,
it's
we're good.
awesome, mate.
we? Oh, 1:30. Wow.
Yeah, we're-
Right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We'll touch base again on Thursday. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye.